let's do it.
Yeah.
Are we going to be roughly how long do you think we'll be playing?
I mean, I definitely think we'll be done by midnight if we start right now.
Okay. Let's go for it. I'm just going to go get a drink, and I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some food really quick.
Water.
We're pretty much going straight into combat, so
Okay.
we'll see how long that takes.
I'll be back.
Someone's been eating my white chocolate chips. Bastards.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
God, how dare they?
All right, I'm back.
All right. I think just we're waiting for Ryan.
I'm cutting up strawberries.
Are you here?
What happened?
Jay?
Huh? Go.
Nice.
I did it.
Are we using video?
Are you guys recapping?
I have it on.
I do not. I have not been able to get mine to work lately.
You have to
but-
go on Firefox. Like I
Yeah,
said.
well,
But it doesn't even work
I-
on Firefox for you either?
Yeah, I haven't been having. I think it's my computer. I think I need to take it in.
I doubt it.
I'm always having.
I actually am pretty sure it's Roll20 in terms of this problem
Yeah.
specifically.
I can't
Yeah.
get the video to work in Firefox. I'm
Alright,
actually
what's-
using IE. And
I
I
don't-
see my video. I don't know. I don't see anybody else's.
Yeah, friggin' Roll20.
Yeah.
Fix shiz.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, I just became a pro subscriber, so hopefully they'll take that money. That $50 or whatever it was.
What do you get as a pro? What do they give you?
That's like, is that
I-
the maximum one?
Yeah, I changed. So I was the plus, which gives you like dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
That was the big one that I did that for, and then the pro.
I'm ready, by the
I
way.
just
So
did.
start whenever.
Yeah, okay. The pro I just did. It gives you a bunch of stuff, but the thing I wanted to try out was it does these things called API scripts, which is like in our game with Joe, how you have those green auras around the player,
For the health?
tokens for the health.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have that in the Princes of the Apocalypse game now.
I saw it the other day.
Yeah. So that was one of the things I wanted to try out. And there's a bunch of other stuff too that comes with it that I've been messing with. So we'll have some more.
Yeah, I use about 5 or 6 in our game.
Yeah. Yeah, I use
5 or 6 what?
Like
Of the API scripts.
Ah.
I use the one where it randomizes hit
I need
points
to
for-
learn how to use those things.
You have to get pro is
Yeah,
what you have to
you
do.
have to.
And then it's super easy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because then
Yeah,
it's
they're
you just
mainly
download.
intended for DMs. In the game.
Yeah. I'm actually DMing a game.
Oh, there you go.
All
That's
right.
right. Hoarded the Dragon Queen, I heard from Susan, right?
Just started today. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. See, look at how many DMs you're helping create, Joe.
I know, right? Serving as an inspiration.
I'm the only one
All
left.
right. Yeah, Susan, you gotta jump on.
Not
When
me.
Susan does it, we have everyone.
Run a one shot for your friends.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, let's jump into it. So, I'll do a recap since
Okay.
I don't want to give you inspiration.
Sounds good.
I'm
I wouldn't wanna
just
give you
kidding.
inspiration either.
I'm just because I have it written down. So the scene began with Lel, Artie, and Ryan as students returning to the Ezrin Academy for Young Adventurers with their substitute teacher Solgorn as chaperone on their spring break. They all slept in and missed the party wagon back to university, so they had to trek through the mountains. While doing so, the rain forced them to find shelter, and they were kidnapped during their sleep and held prisoner in the caves of this underground city. They quickly found out the denizens of this city were fish people and frog people. It seems that the fish people were the upper class and the frog people were their servants. They, using their cunning, you guys all snuck out of your cell, tricking the guard, having some weird interactions with the Joe Park Jr., your assigned civil servant there. And he helped you go find some disguises so you could all dress as the deity Blipdulbulp with your lobster heads and lobster claws. Running around, you went and participated in the big festival as they were preparing for a summoning that evening. You found a message to go to Miss Humrubarau and at the Blowhole Inn, and you went and found her, and she was the leader of the Bullywug, which are the frog people, rebellion, and wanted your help in getting a key to the armory. So you agreed and went to one of the places she said the key, you could find a key, which was at Dr. Rabalob's laboratory. You broke into the laboratory, saved a little halfling woman who was being tortured or experimented on by Dr. Rabalob, and then you tied Rabalob to his own machine and turned it on full blast and left with, and that's where we ended. Susan also, or no, that's your real person name, Artie.
Kuno. Artie's my bird. It's Artie and
Okay.
Kuno.
Oh, I got it. Kuno. Right, meow. Just got one of her arms grew into a tentacle as you all kind of had dreams of being experimented on with this same machine, and it seemed that Kuno is starting to see some of the effects of that. So that's where we ended. You had just tied you tied Dr. Rabalob back up to his machine and were headed back to go give Miss Humrubarau the key to the armory.
I'll walk up to Solgorn and say, I have a very important question for you, teacher. So, how do you make you make an octopus laugh?
I do not know.
I'll put my tentacle arm in his shoulder and say, "You give it tentacles."
That is gross. Would you like me to amputate that?
No. And I'm like wiggling it around.
Oh God.
Yeah, Lila's totally doubling over and like laughing.
We need to get you fixed.
Ryan's just drinking.
Maybe after. I can deal with this for now, yeah.
Sure. Natural.
All right, so you're just heading back to Miss Humruberow's, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so you find your way back, no problem. You're going through town, back in your disguises. The festival's still going on, although it's seeming to wind down as people begin to make their way down towards the lake where the summoning is being held. You get back to the Blowhole Inn, go in, and the bartender points you back to the back room, where you go again and find Miss Humruberow. She says, "Oh, you survived. Did you succeed?"
We did get the key.
Did put Dr. Rubble up in his own chair.
Her eyes get big at this, and she says, "Oh, well, serves him right. Good job.
Yeah.
Well done."
But we have a problem. Our friend here, and I nudge tentacle arm. Well, Herm's a tentacle.
She looks at it and gets very concerned look on her face. Says, "Oh dear. So he got to you then, huh? Oh no. That's no good. Well, it wears off, so don't worry. It'll go away.
Good.
Just eat well and get some rest, and it'll go away soon enough. It's when he continues to experiment on you that it gets really bad."
Well, what do you mean by really bad? Like, what happens?
Well, you went to his laboratory, didn't you? Did you see the guards out front?
Oh.
Yes,
Ah.
that's what happens. You become one of them.
I don't want to become one of them. That's the last thing I want to do.
Right.
You're
Well,
smart.
I didn't think we had a choice. We had to kill those guards. They were trying to kill us.
Oh,
Wait a second.
they're
Those were
mindless
people?
anyway. No, they were once people.
Oh no. We got blood on our hands now.
We're murderers.
God damn it. This makes me want to drink.
If they couldn't go back to what they were before, they must have they died a long time ago.
Yes.
No,
But
they
you'll be
died
fine.
when I hit them with my blade. Oh,
Well, I cannot thank you enough for your dear service to us bullywugs. Now, you're invested, no? Will you help us lead the battle against Lord Gloop and the evil High Priestess Bumrook? Help us
Indeed.
bullywugs get our freedom?
Yes, why not?
whatever gets us out of here.
Yes. Well, with these weapons, we can finally stage our rebellion. You see, Bumrook and Lord Gloop, they're always hidden away in that palace. And only once a year do they come out for the summoning. where the High Priestess summons Bliptelbulp, and Bliptelbulp again announces Lord Gloop as the undisputed king of the Kuatoa.
Seems
And this is the only
rigged.
time they appear. Yet, you're telling me. So, our plan is to stage the rebellion during this ceremony, kill High Priestess Bumrook and Lord Gloop once and for all. Are you with us?
Oh my. Don't they have guards? I mean, a lot of people will be there, or fish people.
Come on, Lil, where's your sense of school spirit? It's an adventure!
You're right. This is one of our first adventures, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
My first plan is we build a wall
What?
and make King Bloop pay for it.
Well, I don't
That
know
doesn't
what.
sound like a very good plan.
Oh, you're right. We don't have time for that. Mm.
Miss Humruber out and shakes her head and says, "So, looking at everybody but Kuno, who's the brains of this group?"
I haven't found any brains here yet.
Well, technically, I do have the highest scores, meow.
Only if I pass you.
Hey, that's one subject.
I'm not much for studying. I am. I don't really do that.
Well, we have some time. We need to disseminate these weapons. We need to go to the armory, get the weapons, and disseminate them. But in about an hour, we'll begin the attack, the rebellion. What I use your help with is High Priestess Bumrook is far too strong for any of us. We're just servants. We have numbers, and we can lead a rebellion, and we can keep the masses busy. But I need you to take out King Gloop, Lord Gloop, and High Priestess Bumrook.
Oh my.
We don't stand a chance against her magic, but you all seem to have some powers of your own.
I think we could handle it, yeah?
So does King Gloop and the princess have any guards that we should be worried about?
Oh, surely there will be guards. But we'll have an army with us.
An army of bullywugs armed with spears and nets?
Yeah, that's typically the kind of thing we use.
We'll lead the charge then. We'll soften them up for you.
Well, we do have that wand and those slippers we found.
Yes, you better attune yourselves to those. They'll come in handy.
Yeah. So why don't you? I will. You go sit in the lobby there and the dining space. Relax. You know, have a drink maybe. Don't have too much. Just loosen up, prepare, rest. In about an hour, I will be back, and I will call on you.
Thank God we can get some rest. I'm knackered.
And she excuses you out the door. Unless anyone had any last questions for her.
Nope.
So she excuses you, and you go into the kind of dining area lounge of this bar and tavern, and you can hang out and take a short rest, attune to those things, do whatever short rest things you want to do.
We're tuning to something? Did we get items?
Yeah, you got a wand of web
Oh, that's right.
and a slippers of spider climb. and they both require attunement. So
Did we say who was getting what?
Yeah, you were gonna take the slippers, and Kuno was gonna take the wand.
great. So you are attuned to those things now.
That sounds pretty cool.
Rest up. Kuno, you feel your tentacle. It doesn't go away, but like it was throbbing, and it like felt like it was like gonna grow more. And like when you rest, you know, as you were running around and fighting and stuff, but when you rest, it seems to like calm down, and that like
Actually-
pressure that you felt goes away a little bit.
Are you sure you don't want these slippers? And I turn to Lee. Lee?
Lel.
Lee.
Lel. Sorry. I forgot.
No, I'm okay. Thank you for offering, though. But I like my shoes on my feet where they are.
I put those on then. I'm gonna use a hit dice.
Go ahead.
I don't have the numbers for that, and
It should be in your character sheet. You just need to hit dice.
oh, does it work? Oh,
Yep.
I'm
It
magic.
says D8 plus 1.
You're gonna need more than that. Like very
Well, I only got hit like 2 times. I'll be fine.
A few,
now. I'm
a
full
few
health
of you
now.
had like healing potions and stuff too, I believe. So don't forget you
Yes.
have that stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Did I get? I don't. Oh no.
I'll just arcane recovery for one of my level 1 spell slots back.
I don't think I got a potion. Unless we got them from something else.
You you were able to buy them beforehand. So if you had, because you started with gold pieces and stuff when you were creating your character. So if you have gold pieces, I can't remember what I said the prices were. Do you guys remember?
It's from the book. Just whatever
Right.
it is in the player's handbook.
From the book, I thought it's like 50 gold.
It's okay. I don't need it.
Yeah, potion of healing's 50.
Yeah.
I
I've
don't.
got you covered if you need it.
I don't have it.
All right. So
Monk.
So you guys rest up. Miss Humrubarao eventually comes in and says, "All right, the time's now. The rebellion's begun," and rushes you out the door. She says, "Shall we charge? Do you have another plan, or shall we just charge right in?"
Are we wearing our costumes?
You have your costumes,
For
but
now.
like as you step outside, you notice that like it's a full-on rebellion that has begun,
Oh shit.
and
Shit.
It's
and
like,
there
What the hell have we done?
yeah, it's like rioting is beginning in the streets. Put on some more appropriate music, and
This looks like the pub. Back
so
home.
so
Need some public enemy. Fuck the police.
so what we're gonna do? I've never done one of these before.
Wait, what did you just say, Joe?
I said we need some public enemy. Fuck the police.
Oh man. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to see if they have that song. But but that, what was I gonna say? We're gonna do a skill challenge to get to the place where the high priestess is, the place where they're doing the summoning. So I've never done a skill challenge before. This is my first time, but I want to try it out. So what we do is you guys can choose how you want to proceed. You know, if you want to be more kind of stealthy, trying to get down there, sneaking around while this is rebellion begins, or just like run through these kind of swarms of guards and things that are scurrying around. But here I have how a skill challenge works basically is that we're going to have a number of checks. We're going to roll initiative and take turns, and you guys will describe something that happens that is bringing you towards your goal. So this is a chance for you guys to narrate what's going on as you're running towards the summoning and fighting your way through this army and this like rebellion. So, checks that will definitely help you are like survival or investigation to try and make your way towards like navigate through this city. Athletics to like bull past bunches of guards. Stealth to sneak around through alleyways while you go. Things like that. And think anything that any skill, tool, or just like ability check that you want to use that you can think of a way to do it, you can do. And what we're trying to do, the DC is 13, and you're trying to get 6 successes before you get 3 failures. Every failure you get will have a negative consequence. And yeah, that's how it's going to work.
All right.
All right, cool.
So, we'll try it out.
It's
So
fun.
why-
We've done these before.
Yeah, a guy who did a one-shot for our other group introduced this to me, and I really want to try it.
They're very fun.
So, why doesn't everybody roll initiative? Your tokens are on there.
I didn't click. I'm on accident.
That's okay.
Oh,
I'll put you in
shit.
there.
I got a 10 out of 23. You can change mine. Or you can give me a 23 if you're really nice.
Nope.
Nope.
That's alright. It only moves you down 1. Alright, so... Oops, wrong way. Alright, so we start with Joe, with Lel, as you bust out of this... you bust out of the blowhole inn, and this rebellion is happening all around you, and Miss Humrubarao says, "This way, we must go." And there are guards like mustering together to try and fight off as groups of bullywugs are running around, and there's kind of like packs of these 2 different forces meeting up and clashing with each other in combat.
All right. I want to try to, I guess, avoid confrontation here by investigating the clearest path to, I believe it was called Shrine Rock, right, where the ritual will be taking place.
Great.
So maybe like.
Yeah, just roll investigation. The DC is 13 to get a success.
All right, going for it.
Oh, 11.
I think what I'm gonna do here though is use my lucky.
Ooh.
Okay,
and reroll
yeah, you
it.
can definitely do that. If anyone has inspiration...
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
All right. So, as you're rushing around, and you try and think about what's the quickest way I can get down there, and you go and you like turn the wrong way, and Ms. Humrubarao like, "No, what are you doing?" And when she yells that, a bunch of guards notice and come over and rush over towards you, and you just barely dodge out of the way, but they start, shooting or throwing spears at you. So everybody roll a 1d6, and you're going to take that much damage, and piercing damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my lord.
Ooh.
sorry. Oh,
Oh shit.
Oh no.
It's okay. We're fine.
And you got
This
one
is fine.
failure.
This is fun.
All right, so the next, next it's Ryan. And another thing I should say too is that you can gain advantage by like expending your resources in certain ways. Like if you wanted to use a spell, you could just use it in your description of what you're doing, and you don't need to expend it. If it's like for Rian, like you can talk about using key points to do something, and you can just do that, and you don't have to actually spend the key points. But if you do spend a key point, you can gain advantage. Same thing with like spell slots or things like that.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Continue.
So all these guys are throwing spears at us, right?
Yeah, a bunch of guys had just started
And you
throwing
can make
spears
up
as you're
shit.
rushing away.
You
Yeah,
can
you
make
can
up shit
narrate.
that might be happening if it supports what you want to do.
Yeah.
Can you
exactly.
describe the layout of the land right now? Where
Yeah,
are they
so-
to us?
So they're like down a hallway. It's like in this picture, it's all these kind of interconnected tunnels with just
Mhm.
these cities like built up on the walls, and you're rushing through these tunnels with amongst the city, and you came to like a T intersection. You went one way, and all these guards swarmed, and you turned and went the other way, and so now they're behind you as you're rushing down this corridor. Or
Okay.
this street.
I'm gonna try to catch one of the. Can I do this? I'm gonna. We'll see.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, you tell me what kind of check this is. I'm gonna try to catch, one of the spears in air and then throw it back at them.
Yeah. You could use
Because
like
I do have the ability to.
Like missile snare as a monk or something?
Yeah, I have a missile snare. Or
Yeah,
something
for
like
sure.
that.
yeah. you can-
Deflect missiles.
Yeah.
Why don't you just roll a normal dex, but with advantage, since you have that ability for this circumstance. So just roll a normal dex check, but with advantage.
Okay.
All right,
Yay.
19. So,
Nice.
so you succeed. You catch this this spear and turn around and throw it back, and it impales like two of the guys as it goes
Yeah.
through one and knocks them into the other. And the other ones kind of look around, and with their numbers dwindling, a bunch of the bullywugs around them like jump on them and mob and beat up these few soldiers that are left as you're rushing down. All right,
Cool.
Solgorn.
All right, so we've got a rush in effect. Let's keep the
Say hello,
momentum.
Nico.
I see him. He's got his kid.
I think Nico just farted as he runs away.
That's hilarious.
All right. Keep our momentum going. Got my shield plowing through the people.
Fish people.
Yep. I'm gonna try and use athletics to kind of push through, get us to our destination quicker.
Great.
It's a polywoggle, Joe.
I'm on mute, so they can't hear me. Oh.
Oh. Do you have any inspiration or anything like that that you want to use to re-roll?
Maybe an ability or something
I go together.
to expend to get an advantage?
I think he said he put it on mute, but he didn't.
He did.
Oh well.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to
Oh,
be
you-
method acting. I'm not even getting drunk. What's wrong with me? We're back.
Oh, you know what I want? I should use
We're
this.
back really quick.
So you say if I expend like a resource, it'll.
Give
You
advantage.
can re-roll.
Or reroll.
Cause I have this. Let's see, does it?
I think you all should have inspiration too.
Oh, what?
I don't know if we have. Oh, we have inspiration.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
don't,
gonna
have
use
it, I don't have it marked down, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
to kind of cause some fear all around
Yeah.
me.
for sure. Yeah. So why don't you re-roll with advantage there,
Okay.
as you're using your channel divinity to terrify.
18. Get out of my way!
As you run down, rush through the city streets and just emanate this terrifying aura. Everybody scurries away from you. All right, Kuno.
As I'm like sitting there thinking and looking at all the fish people, I remember in my extensive fish studies and fish knowledge, fish people don't like light. And I obviously brought my drift globe, which I use as a nightlight to read books. So I'll cast sunlight
Okay.
with the drift globe, and I honestly
Nice.
don't know what check that would be. In my head, I guess it was history to see how much I really remembered.
Nature,
sure.
maybe?
Yeah. I was gonna say Arcana, but history would work
either
just as
or.
well. I think. Yeah. Either one of those, and with advantage. Well, it doesn't. You don't need it. You got it. Because sunlight is like a once a day thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you cast this bright light, and they are. You're correct in that they are sensitive to sunlight. So they all kind of
How did you?
scurry away as you rush around another corner. Miss Humrubrow is leading you forward, and this light now is kind of getting some of them to scurry out of the way and move. So actually, with that one, but since that's kind of a persistent thing, I'm going to say the next check is just automatically going to get advantage because this light is kind of a continuous thing that's coming through. So to signify that.
They have disadvantage on attack rolls and wisdom
Yeah.
checks.
So this
FYI.
light's coming through. How long does that last for, by the way?
I think daylight. How long does daylight last? I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. Well, as you do, Lel, it comes to you now as
1
you
hour.
continue to rush through, and you're having an easier time fighting off all these mobs of fish people that are kind of getting in your way as you're trying to rush through them, as the light is sort of scaring them away a little bit.
All right. Well, I want to use kind of like their temporary light blindness to attempt to hide from them, going
Okay.
like between, like crouching between Kuatoa and Bullywug alike, and
Okay.
generally just like using my own stealth.
Great. Yeah, so why don't you make a stealth roll with advantage?
All right. Let me do that. All right.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, so no problem. You actually notice, you see as you're coming around this corner, you see a little alleyway. You're like, oh, in here. And everyone dips through, and you come out in this other part where there's a little less fighting. And you sneak through and find some kind of back alleyways and sneak away from people as they're distracted a little bit.
Sweet.
Okay. So, Ryan, you're getting closer now, and as you're getting closer, it's actually getting thicker, and there's more, and it seems like there's more warriors, but the Bullywug are having success as you kind of are leading this charge, and and so they're pushing them back towards this rock as you're starting to see the lake in the distance.
Of course. I'm going to do something stupid. I'm gonna try to I don't know. I'm gonna point. Okay, I'm gonna. So there's a bunch of warriors, right? Bad guy
Yeah.
warrior.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna point behind them and be like, "They're coming to flank you! Look!" Just like that. And I'm gonna try to make a deception check to see if they make them turn around.
Yeah, go ahead. Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
So yeah, they're like this whole line of these Kuatoa soldiers, and these ones have these long staffs with like claws, like crab claws at the end of them, little pincers, and they're rushing towards you. And Ryan turns and points them in the other direction. They all halt and turn around, giving you enough time to duck down another corner and out of sight.
Cool.
All right, Solgorn. So you need one more success here.
Wonderful. wonderful. So what's standing in my way? There's nothing. It's a clear path, right? Or
Yeah, whatever you imagine. You know, there's a lot of soldiers still in front of you, and you're kind of at this point. You guys are just kind of leading this army of bullywugs, and you're kind of dipping through packs of enemies as much as you can, but you're having to occasionally fight a few of them off, and so it's kind of combat mixed with like sneaking through and avoiding.
I do not sneak, and I just charge into the fray and lop as many heads off as possible.
That's how it's done.
Yeah. So, something I don't think I mentioned at the beginning is you can't do the same check twice. So, you can't do an athletics check again. The same person can't do the same checks twice. So,
What other skills do you have?
if you wanted to just do a strength check, you could do that.
Or
Sure.
intimidate him or something.
Yeah, or if you were
Yeah.
kind of, you know, if you think you're good at intimidation, or and
Yeah,
you're kind
I'll
of
do it. I'll do an intimidation. Inspiration for advantage, right?
yeah, if you want to use your inspiration. So you're kind of lopping off heads and rushing down and scaring the bejesus out of them as you do, as you're lopping these heads off.
Yeah, intimidate him with violence.
Time for dinner.
That's right. Here.
I take out.
Oh
lemon
yeah,
pepper.
no problem. So as you do, you rush through, and you kind of lead this charge as you're lopping off heads, and the forces in front of you, you're kind of rushing down towards this rock that juts out on the edge of the lake. It's about 20 feet high, sheer cliffs on all sides of it, and there's a bridge that connects it to another 20-foot cliff that connects to kind of the main city, and that's where you're running towards, is to that bridge. There are a bunch of Kuatoa everywhere. Bullywugs are starting to infiltrate their ranks, and as you start lopping off heads, Solgorn leading the charge, screaming a war cry, these forces in front of you split and kind of make a path for you straight to the bridge. Great. Success. So now let me bring you to the map as you rush towards this, what was a ceremony that seems very disrupted as this army of bullywugs comes charging over the hill and down into this lake basin. All the people that were watching this ceremony turn, and you see kind of far ahead, there's the High Priestess and Lord Gloop standing on the rock in front of a giant sculpture of Blipdulboop with the lobster head, naked woman's body, and two large lobster claws for hands.
Naked woman's body.
Yeah, actually, there's a picture of her on this. Wait.
That's lewd.
Give me 1 second. Hey, man. I didn't make it up. This is actually Forgotten Realms lore here. This is not my weird.
Wait, you didn't make it up? My immersion.
There's a Blipdulboop.
Oh my.
Little nip-slip Blipdulboop.
Nipslip.
Oh, God.
Get out of that. Get that.
So that's what's on the statue.
I don't
and,
want to. I don't want to see the statue.
Lil gets very embarrassed.
So you see here,
What happens?
can you see the map and see where you guys are there?
Oh God.
Oh,
Jesus,
yeah.
ba-dabba-doos.
So as you come
Holy-
down here,
Holy crap.
Yep,
Holy.
yabba-dabba-doo.
Hi.
uh,
I'm gonna walk under the bridge with my
give me
spider.
1 second. Oh, that's fine. So as you come here, the bullywugs are charging with you into battle. beside
Oh,
you.
yeah. Cool. We got Slippy with us.
So those guys are all charging down. As I described, they were terrified of you as you run down, and so these guys all kind of jump out of the way as you're rushing. They're like, "Oh shit!" And these guys all jump out of the way, and so if you want to put yourselves anywhere within that square, you will start with a surprise round. And we're gonna re-roll initiative as you charge through this.
Obviously,
army.
want to get closest to the bridge as we can.
So what I'll say is that you guys get a surprise round. They will not get attacks of opportunity during your surprise round. That's what you get for succeeding on the skill challenge.
Woo!
Otherwise, you would have to fight those guys.
Woo!
What's the blue? The blue is water, right?
The blue is water. You're 20 feet up from the water. There's this little bridge that spans the distance there.
What do you guys think of the skill challenge?
I like the skill challenge.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
fun.
It's a
I
big
had-
thing in 4th edition. They used a lot of skill challenges.
Ah,
Yeah.
I like a short skill challenge. I don't like doing 12 checks.
Yeah. That seems
Uh,
kind of crazy.
And the failures is always 3 every time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I like
gosh.
also skill challenges where like the failure doesn't mean you necessarily failed the encounter. It just means something different happens.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like that one, there was different. Another bad thing would have happened if you got 2 failures. And if you got 3, I wasn't going to change the map when you showed up here. So you would have had to fight through those guys to get.
Gotcha.
That's kind of
Huh.
an interesting,
I like it. I like it.
I like it.
different
I'll,
circumstances based on what happened. It's kind of cool.
I gotta be right back. Gotta go to a restaurant.
Okay. All right. I'm just talking. I need to be fucking rolling initiative for all these places. Okay. High Priestess. Oh, terrible initiative. How about Lord Gloop? How's he doing? Not great.
You need to roll for each individual character.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't think you want me to do that.
It'd be great.
Madness.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Are you gonna roll for these ones at least? The 4 right here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm rolling for everybody who's involved here, of course. I just roll in groups though, so like all 4 of those
okay.
guys, all 4 of those guys will go together.
Fair enough. These guys probably have low hit points anyway. Probably one shot all of them. Right?
Oh, no.
Right, Eric? Right?
Maybe you'll find out.
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh boy.
All right. So,
Oh,
do we have
boy.
everything on there? No.
I'm feeling
Yes,
ossified.
we do. Priestess, Lord Gloop. All right. Everybody's on there. Cool. So, all right. So, as you rush through and everybody runs out of your way, you see High Priestess was like chanting something to Lord Gloop and preparing for a summoning, and she kind of stops her chanting as you rush forward and turns her focus towards all of you. But she's kind of doing this during this first round because, like I said, you guys have a surprise round. So, Ryan, you start.
This could be the best dang adventure ever. I'm gonna hit this one in front of me with a good old buzzed bash. It's 14 hit.
14 on this guy. Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's gonna take 6 damage.
6 damage. All right.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's fine. It doesn't seem to like he gets hit and he gets a nice jolt, but you
Okay,
think he can
fair
still
enough, fair
take
enough.
a fair number of those.
I'm gonna use a key point. And I'm going. Should I be fighting these guys, or should I just run to the big ones?
I will say you notice that these people are kind of their attention is towards the Bullywug armies charging down here.
I'll give them a love tap, and then I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Like, take that, fish.
I'm actually gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna do something fun.
Great. I like that.
So I have 35 movement. So I'm gonna move 5 here. 25 here. That's 30. And then for my next 5, I'm gonna actually be on this wall because I'm using the new spider boots I got. So I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like under. I'm like, I'm trying these
Yeah.
things out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
And then, yeah, that'll be good for my first turn.
All right, so yeah, you rush across. You rush down and you just punch this guy in the face as you run past. What the fuck? You run across the bridge and then just like duck down as the first guy kind of lunges towards you, but misses as you duck off the side of the there. But this is a surprise round, so they don't go. So Kuno, your turn.
I was
Pushing over the bridge.
Get across the bridge.
I think I need to move.
Let the fish and the frogs slaughter each other.
So
Let the
I'll
chum hit the
move-
floor.
I'm
Hit
gonna use the wand of web
Awesome. Right.
and use the web, like, kind of put it over the statue.
Okay. So you're covering
And
the
then-
statue and Nim and Lord Gloop and High Priestess. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Remind me what kind of check they have to make? Or it's the start of their turn, right?
Yeah, start of their turn in the webs, they must make a dex
Dex.
check.
Yeah, dex saving throw.
And then,
And then
if
they
they
fail, they're
failed,
restrained.
they're restrained. And to get out of the restraint, they make a strength check.
Okay, cool.
have a
Would
plan
you mind
for
just like drawing a shape where you want that web?
Yeah, let me, like, trying to figure out.
20 feet, so.
20 feet
Yeah.
is kind of big. It's like, what is it? Is it a 20 by 20 or a 20 foot?
Here, let me look at the.
It's a
I-
It's a
20
20
foot
foot
cone.
square.
Okay, so yeah, that's perfect, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's square. This is the middle.
Okay. You want me to draw it? I'll just draw it.
Hold on, I think.
You can do it. You can draw. I've seen you draw plenty of things on my pages. You can handle it.
There you go.
All right. Perfect.
There's a shape tool. You didn't have to draw it like that, but
I wanted to
works.
do
It's
with
alright.
the mouse specifically.
No, it's great. All right, perfect. So you cast this web that extends, or you kind of like weave this web all around the beautiful, all around the statue there, capturing the High Priestess and Lord Gloop in it. And is that it?
That's my actions. I think I forgot how familiars work already.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you moved. You still have one space of movement. If you wanted to move any closer.
I'll probably
and-
just stay here.
And Articuno. I don't know.
What is the
I don't know how.
Oh,
familiars
60
work.
feet.
I've never done
Yeah.
it.
60-foot movement. I think it's just part of my turn. Like, I guess I can
Yeah,
tell
I
it
think
to
it is.
move.
I think it's like on your turn, it takes its action.
And I could have it swoop and distract and use like a help action
Great.
for some advantage, and then swoop back out.
yeah, you can beam him over the water. Yeah, so now they really can't get him. Unless they throw something at him.
So he swoops towards him, uses the help action, and then swoops away.
Yes.
So this guy
Okay.
has, he's distracted now,
Yeah.
You can mark them with some if you want.
Sure. His little wavy lines. She's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Talel, your turn.
All right.
Wait, Soulhorn. I skipped you.
Oh.
Sorry. Back to Soulhorn.
Oh,
My bad.
excellent.
Your next Lel.
Yep.
30. All right. Thank you for giving me some advantage, dear bird.
Yep. Pooped on his head.
Ooh.
Right in the eyes. It's gotta sting. It's going to sting some more.
Nice. Yeah, that definitely hits. All right, for 9 damage.
Woo! Love it.
All right, so you slash into this guy. He growls back at you. Is that all?
Let's see.
He looks pretty. What is Palouse to eat? Billows?
Yeah.
Yeah. He billows his cape. He's got a cape of billowing now.
Every time I can use that bonus action, I'm billowing.
Yeah, I had to get that cape of billowing in that game ASAP.
And it went to me. I'm gonna use it fully. Trust me. Trust me, Eric.
All right, was that it? Yeah,
I'm good.
I know. I
Yes.
trust you. All right, Lel, your turn.
So I'm gonna pull on the hood of my cloak here, which is like double-sided. It's got like a black back, but or a white back, but a black inside. And
Okay.
when I pull it on, it like kind of extends and grows like a little bit of a tail, so it kind of makes me look like I'm wearing a manta ray.
Okay.
And then I am gonna move to here and then jump into the water.
Whoa.
And now I have a 60-foot swim speed, and
Yep.
I can like breathe underwater and shit.
Whoa.
I think
Like,
I'm
that's
gonna.
like- You're just gonna
use-
dive 20 feet down into the water.
Yeah, why not? I'm
Okay.
not gonna dive, but I think I'm gonna get to the edge here, right? And it's like 20
Cool.
feet up. You said.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good idea. I just gotta figure out exactly like where. Pretty sure I can get to like here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Wow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Woo.
So
That's
yeah,
fucking cool.
you get over there. That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Like
nice.
swimming in, like.
Perfect. All right. Was that your whole turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. My bonus action is going to be to switch my psychic focus to this one. Did you hear my Alexa go off?
Yeah.
Sorry. There you go.
Nice.
It's in preparation for next turn.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
Nice. Okay. Great. So that's the end of your turn. That's the end of the surprise round. Back to Ryan at the top, as you're stuck with your spider boots on just standing like horizontally on the side of the rock.
It's time to slosh these guys. I'm going in and I'm punching him right in the kisser.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a plastered punt.
12
Ooh.
does not hit. As
I
he
swing
just
wide.
dodges out of the way just in time.
I'm a little drunk. But I'm gonna use a key point. It's all good.
You have to get more drunk. Isn't that your thing?
I'm gonna use a key point. Yeah, I'm sobering up. You're right. I'm not drunk. I'm sobering up, and it's not working for me. I'm using a key point, and I'm going to give him an extra 2 attacks.
Okay.
Because I'm going to use the flurry of blows.
All right. Go ahead.
Give him a slosh stroke. Damn it.
Oh nope, that one miss.
I'm gonna give him a strewed smash.
that one does it.
Keep going with the strewed smash.
Do that one again.
5 damage.
All right. He takes 5 damage as you smash him shrewdly.
Cool. So I also have the drunken technique. Whenever I use flurry of blows, I gain the disengage action, and
Nice,
my
yeah.
walking speed increases by 10.
Nice. So you've
I'm
only
gonna
used
go-
5 movement.
I'm just go to this wall right here. So I'm on the wall right now.
And you duck back down. You
Yeah,
see
yeah,
Lel. You see Lel swimming below you.
Oh, I just kind of wave.
Super fast. He's like jetting through the water.
I just kind of wave. I wave as I'm taking more alcohol in. While I'm sideways on a wall. It's a cool sight.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so with
Cover me.
that, it is the monitors' turns. So they first, the one that was attacked by Solgorn is just going to return the attack. So first, he makes an unarmed strike against you. 19. That hit.
Yes, I'll hit.
For 10 damage as he punches you, and like as he goes in for a punch, his eyes kind of light up with lightning, and his punch seems to shock you as much as it bludgeons you. And so he'll use that punch. Another attack. That one misses. And that will be his turn. Then the other guy will run over towards you as well. Actually, yeah, he's
Bring
going to
it
run
on.
here. And kind of eyeing Kuno as well, but runs forward to Solgorn as well. And is also going to make 2 attacks against him. 14, 12, no. This guy charges forward, also attacking Solgorn. They see this big beast come in, and they think, oh, this guy, gotta take him down. So this one will make 2 attacks, 23 and 19.
Ooh, you got past my shields.
Oh, so that, yeah, this one comes in and gives you 2 nice hits. That one's for 13.
Shiz.
So 26 damage altogether.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of
That's a lot of damage.
Comes in and gives you 2 hits.
It's like hill giant damage, man.
Gosh.
And, and then the last one rushes over towards where
Holy shit.
Ryan is. And is going to try and kick him.
Can't kick me.
16. You know what? I'm gonna say he has disadvantage because he's like trying to kick off of
Yeah.
his ledge.
I agree.
So does a 15 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. And a 9. Yeah, so he doesn't hit you as he's trying to kick off the edge, and he's like too worried about holding his
Oh,
balance.
you can't hit me now.
Can't give a good shot. All right, Kuno.
Alrighty. Going to help out the sub teach with a scorching ray, and I am reading. Hold on, I never used a scorching ray before. I just roll it 3 times. Okay, so let's do that.
Good webs, by the way. That's gonna help us.
You're welcome. I have a plan
Yeah.
for that too. With the fire, actually.
Light
Maybe
it
I
up.
should. Maybe I should do that now.
No. Leave that there. Let's keep them in there for a little while.
They'll burn. No, they burn after.
Will they still be restrained?
No.
If they make the check, they won't be.
Right.
So then they won't take the extra fire damage anyway.
Up to you, man.
I have 3 bolts. You know, I have 3 bolts. I don't have to do the different targets or the same target kind of thing. So right. So let's do this. 1.
Yeah, you can choose. Yeah, you can choose where they go.
The first one, I'll shoot Uber to where the high priestess is.
The High Priestess.
Try-
All right.
Try and get her on
That
fire as
hit.
well as the web on fire.
Okay. So the
I don't know
web
how that works.
ignites. How does that? Is that part of the description of the spell?
It says webs are
Or is it-
flammable. Any 5-foot cube of webs exposed to fire burns away in one round, dealing 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire. So I don't know when the
Okay,
fire
so
will
in one
actually
round,
start.
so I'll say it starts now as it hits and it ignites. And in one round, so at the beginning of your next, or I'll say the end of your next turn, doesn't really matter. That fire will be done.
And do the damage at that point.
It'll do the damage on their turn, I believe. It says
Yeah, any creature that starts with
any
the fire.
creature that
Okay.
starts its turn in the fire will. So they'll take the damage.
Yep.
They'll make the check against being restrained on their turn, and then the next time it's their turn, the web will be gone. Okay, so anyway, you hit her.
So that's for
deal-
the priestess.
So you deal 6 damage to the priestess, and the web starts going up in flames.
And then the last 2 I'll do on this guy in front of me. So then, boop, boop.
14 and 15.
Hey.
14 on the guy right directly
front of me.
ahead of you.
Yeah.
those both do hit.
7 and
you do-
9.
Okay, so 18 damage. Nice.
And those
Does he
2,
die?
I'm gonna make
No, he does not.
Ooh.
just thunder damage, just for the flavor, you know. Shocking the
Okay.
fish.
We're in some
Thunder
trouble
dam-
with these guys.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you do thunder damage. He does look pretty beat up, but he's still alive.
And then Artie will go and swoop in again and help and distract that one, and then fly away once more.
Distract the same one that you just hit.
Or-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. I'll put that token on him. Solgorn. These guys have all surrounded you. What you gonna
Bring
do?
it on. I love it. All right. I'm gonna move up a little bit, and gonna strike at this guy.
Hmm.
Okay.
Since I have advantage. Ooh, 11's probably not going to hit.
11 does not hit, no.
Damn.
Do you have like an AoE bash?
Are you
Well,
shield
I-
master?
No.
Oh.
Darn it. The special thing I wanted to do had to hit. Oh well.
All right. So that's your attack. Anything else?
That is. Let me see. Do I have any spells I can do as a bonus?
Healing word.
Drink a potion?
That's not a bonus, but
It's not a bonus.
unless he's got that feat.
Probably not.
No, no. Nope, I can't do anything. I'm done.
All right. So these guys down in the fray that one of them you had punched in the face, Ryan. He just shakes it off and they runs down to fight these bullywugs. So they get engaged in that battle down there. Lel, back to you.
All right. So a lot of action here. Let me see what I could do. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a power called There and Back Again as a bonus action.
Okay.
So that's a bonus, and it allows me to teleport due to my psychic focus before.
Okay.
My walking speed by 10 feet into the end of the turn after I teleport. So I'm going to teleport 20 feet up to the top.
Okay.
Cool.
And that was my bonus. And then I can move up to half my speed, which right now is 40.
So you can move up to
So
20 feet.
Move up to 20 if I want. So one. This guy's got a melee weapon out, right? So 2,
Yeah.
3, and 4. Yes. All right. So that was my bonus. Now what am I
Great.
gonna do? I'm done. I'm done.
You got an action?
Yeah, I got an action, and I have my regular move as well, if I want. All right. So next step is to put up a. Yep, I'm gonna put up a grasp. So
Ooh.
concentration power. It allows me to grasp creatures, and I'm gonna choose one person in front of me. Any preference for the three guys around Solgorn?
The one that wait.
Well, this one has damage on it, so I don't know how that affects your.
Yeah,
Thought
I probably
process.
don't want to pick that guy.
But that one's looking the worst.
This
And then
one has
that
damage
guy's
on it
also-
also. This one has no damage.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so let's try to remove him from the fight temporarily. So I'm gonna target this guy,
Okay.
and he's gonna make a strength saving throw. I believe at DC 14.
Okay. Strength save. Here we go. Ooh,
Nice.
13.
Ooh.
Doesn't make it.
Fails. So
So-
he is grappled by me, and he's in my telekinetic grip.
Okay, nice.
Force choke.
Grasped.
And then I could use like future actions to try to like crush him or move
Cru-
him around.
Nice, man. That's great. All right, so yeah, you grab him and he's rushing forward, but suddenly something like crushes around him, and yeah, it's like the scene from Star Wars.
Like, and then I get my normal move action, and I'm gonna move 30 feet to there. That was 35. 30 feet to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. I am done.
All right. So Lord Gloop in this flaming web, is going to take. How much does he take at the start of his turn? 2d4? You wanna roll that?
2d4, yeah. 2d4. Boom.
Yeah. So this flame, he gets burned pretty good with those flames, and has to make a strength check, right, to try and not be restrained.
Yeah, to escape. Oh no, wait. Did they both fail the dex save?
Oh, he has to make a
before?
dex save first. No, I think it's at the start of his turn that he takes it.
Yeah.
So he makes a dex save. Oh, nice.
Oh wow. Oh, dex
So he-
versus
As the
fish.
flames catch him, they just invigorate him, and he rips free.
Slippery.
He is. He rips free and takes that damage though, and that damage seems to fuck him up pretty good. And he's like, "Oh, fuck!" And remember, this guy's like super fat and big. Actually, I don't know if you've met him before. He's like
I think
very
we described him. Big
Yeah,
and
he's
fat.
super fat. He's actually. You know what? Let me adjust this.
Like King Zoran.
There we go. Yeah, he's a large creature. Now that I think about it, and he just starts moving.
Holy! He just
He
grows in size.
No, he was always this big. He's just super fat, and he just starts lumbering, and he's like terrified, and he looks like he's trying to jump in the water, but he can't move very far because he's so fat. So that's as far as
Reasonable.
He can get. It's as far as, and he used his action to break free. So that's as far as he can get.
Imagine it looks like this guy.
Imagine all the people.
Nice.
All the fish people.
The High Priestess, she is also going to make a dex save. We can just do that same 6 damage
Yeah.
if you want. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So she'll take that damage as the flames burn her as well. And 13, I believe, does not make the save, right?
Nope, she's restrained.
So she's restrained as well, so she can't move.
She has to try and get out. I think it's the only thing she could do.
I think when you're restrained, you can still cast spells, yeah?
Can you?
I
Condition.
think so.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't see why not.
Yeah, you're just your speed becomes 0.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Attack
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 rolls
rolls have
against you have
advantage.
advantage. You have disadvantage
Disadvantage on Dex. Okay.
on attack and dex. So she's going to cast a spell. As she sees herself caught and she gets this flames burning her up. She's like, oh, fuck. And she's going to look over at... she'll see Lel run in and... actually, she's going to continue the attack on Solgorn. She looks over at Solgorn and says, bring that one down! And casts Guiding Bolt at him.
Uh-oh.
19, I believe, just hits, right?
That
Oh
does.
my gosh.
So you get 12 damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Sub.
I think we're gonna need a new sub soon.
No.
Yeah, that would be bad. I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance. Hold on, let me see. Roll
Nice.
1d12. Alright, I reduced the damage by 10.
All right, so you take
Whoa.
2 damage
That.
as
Goliath.
she hits you.
Oh, that's
Operation.
cool. I don't think I've ever seen Grog use that move.
Yeah. Yes. So nice. You are able to sturdy up and deflect most of that damage as it comes.
Shake it off, shake it off!
Cool.
Oh, you know what though? Actually, she has disadvantage. That's right, but she got 2 19s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's right. Okay, so that's her turn then. Ryan, back to you.
It's time to F off on these guys.
You're rubbing off on them? What? There's no time for that.
I'm gonna give him a bash to boot.
Ooh, excellent work.
And then I'm gonna use a key point. And then I'm gonna give him a good old. What a I got a crocked cuff. Give him a waist wallop.
Joe, the web is all
Yeah.
it's burning. It'll be burned up by the end of Kuno's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
And
I'm
yes,
pretty
those
sure-
both hit. So
yeah, 7-5. I assume the wasted wallop misses.
yeah, the wasted wallop does miss. But yeah, you do 13 damage. That is good. As yeah, you give that guy 2 nice hits. Is that all for you?
Alright. I'm gonna move right here.
Okay, as you go to cut off Lord Gloop, the guy will get a attack of opportunity against you.
No, he won't because I used my drunken technique,
Oh yeah, that's right.
so it disengages.
So you disengage after you punch him and run away.
Mhm.
He tries
Yep.
to swing, but you like drunkenly stumble and he misses.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
he- as he
I like
swings.
duck down as he's doing it, and then I keep walking.
All right, perfect. So on his turn, he sees that and he pisses him off, and he's just gonna chase you down. Take a couple shots at you, Ryan.
Sure.
Oh, that's not what I'm doing.
Obviously missed.
So 22,
Let's pretend that didn't hit.
oh, only 6 damage.
Oh, easy.
He doesn't
I
roll
hardly
great.
feel it. I hardly
Um,
feel it.
Great. So he rushes across, gives you 1 punch.
Is that all you got?
This one taking a blast from Kuno. This one here is going to charge down to her.
Ew.
So
Man,
Solgorn,
we are-
you get an attack of opportunity.
We're all over the place. We're back.
Are you there, Jay?
Oh, sorry. What?
No problem. You get an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
As
yes.
This one
On this
rushes
guy.
away to attack Kuno.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I hit 20.
All right, roll
Four.
damage.
8.
Nice. Nice. You give that one a slash, and he's definitely looking bloodied. Maybe their hit or 2 is going to bring him down as he rushes forward to Kuno and takes 2 strikes at her.
How dare you focus your attention elsewhere?
Shit balls.
Boom, boom.
Ouch.
So those are
Oh,
2
yeah,
hits.
They definitely. Yep. Mm-hmm. That hits.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on, what?
Oh,
okay,
that's
you
just-
scared me for a second there. So that's 8
Should have rolled the other ones.
and
Plus another 8.
8, 8, and 8, 8, and 8, and 8.
6.
Ouch.
Ouchies.
So 16, yeah, as he comes in and gives you 2 nice punches.
Hey, I got this. You know, I got 5. I'm good. No.
And then
Oh.
on Solgorn,
Bad.
on Solgorn, one of them is restrained. The other one is doing fine. And he's going, although he's beat up, he's going to take an attack on you, Solgorn. With advantage because the guiding bolt hit you. So his first attack's going to have advantage. All right. Hey.
Ah,
All right, it's 21,
Good.
and then 16's going to miss.
Okay.
So 7 damage. Are you still up?
Yes, I'm still up. Still up.
Nice. So this one gives you a couple shots. And,
I'm very happy I took heavy armor master.
so that now this one that's restrained, does he get any kind of save or anything, or he's just restrained?
Oh, the grappled
Joe.
one? He can,
Yeah.
he doesn't get a save, but he can attempt to escape the grapple. DC's 14.
Okay.
That uses his action to do that.
Yep. Great. DC 14. Strength.
It's either strength or acrobatics, your choice. I'm sorry, athletics or acrobatics, yeah.
Okay. All right. Ooh, 14.
Yep.
Is that what he needed?
Yep.
Ooh, damn. All right. So you,
No.
so that effect wears off then? So you
Yeah,
breaks
I mean,
out of it?
I can always use it's a concentration power, so I can grapple anybody I want.
Oh, got it. Great. All right, so he uses his action to try and fight that spell, and does, or that power. He just breaks free. All right, now Kuno, back to you, as this guy's rushed forward into your space there.
I'm just do magic missile right in his face at 2nd level, so I can do 4 darts.
Right into his nostrils. Stick your fingers in.
And I'll do some fancy weaving shit to make it feel acidic. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 missiles.
And those were on the guy right in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Oh,
Those will take him out. No problem.
Yeah.
As these 4 missiles shoot into this guy, he just gets pummeled and falls off of the bridge.
Yeah, I
Starts,
whack
like,
him with my
floating
tentacle
away.
off the bridge.
Yeah, you just smack him with your tentacle.
Flail it around.
Perfect. Anything else you wanted to do?
And Artie will help distract this guy.
I'll say this now because this is a rule in the other game.
Mhm.
If you guys want to use as a bonus action, you can take a potion yourself as a bonus action.
Oh, nice.
Just so you know. All right.
Ooh.
So that's all, Kuno?
Yeah, I just used the help with Artie.
Perfect. All right, on this guy. Great. All right, Solgorn, back to you.
All right. I don't like being in single digits. Let's lay on hands myself. How much? It's a tough fight. I'm gonna give myself all 20.
Nice.
There we go. And that was my action. Now with this new bonus action to drink a potion, I might as well.
Ah.
Extra
Nice.
7.
Ooh.
Nice.
Thank the gods.
All right, I'm back. I'm back in the fight.
Whee.
Whee!
All right. So that's your turn as you just kind of beef back up.
Yep.
All right, Lel, your turn. Your grasp is worn off. Articuno has distracted this one with the squiggly next to him.
Squigglies. All right, let's see here. This is too good of an opportunity to miss. Let me just make sure it's something. Yeah. So I am going to. Let me just make sure that I can do this. Might change my focus or not. I'm not sure. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move right next to Priestess, and I'm gonna just like Kamehameha, like a huge stream of forced air out of my hands, and it's gonna be a 30-foot line right through here,
Okay.
and it's called Windstream. And I think they have to each make a strength saving throw at DC 14.
Okay.
Let me just pull up the ability in the chat.
Yeah, great.
I'm spending 3 side points for it. So, strength saving throw, DC 14. If they pass, they only take half the damage, so only 8. If they fail, they take 17 and they get knocked prone.
Okay, nice. As you shoot this gust of air. All right, I will go left to right here. DC 14. All right, so the guy fighting, I almost said Kareem, Ryan, fails.
Kareem!
Lord Gloop miserably fails.
Nice.
High Priestess
She
just succeeds. Okay, so
she'll take 8. The other 2 guys, they take 17, and then they get knocked prone. She
All right.
is still standing.
okay, so she takes 8. Nice. She's still looking okay on hit points. The other 2 take 17. Lord Gloop is like, as this blow like slams into him, it just knocks him in the head, and it's like when you, it's like the air guns they use to like kill cattle and stuff, and it just like shoots a hole through his head, and he
Oh,
drops
crap.
down.
Wow,
Dead.
nice.
Oh god.
Wasn't expecting that.
Oh shit.
Lord Gloop wasn't the sturdiest of fellows. He goes down, and the guy
It's all
behind
those
him.
cheeseburgers.
The guy behind him is barely still alive, and is now knocked prone.
Nice. And then as
That's
my
the-
bonus, I'm gonna do a mystical recovery, so I will get back because I spent 3 side points. I'll get back 3 hit points.
All right, great. You get back a few hit points. High Priestess Bumrook turns over towards you, looking pissed off, and she says, "You ruined the ceremony."
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I know what we came here for.
I
Let's
know what
see.
we do.
Let's see, what's she gonna do? She's going to towards you. She's gonna cast Hold Person on you, as she sees how dangerous you are and wants to take you out of the combat here.
Nice.
So it's a Wisdom save, DC 14.
Yeah. I'm gonna lucky that.
Okay.
And my last luck roll of the night.
Ooh.
And then I am going to also spend my inspiration to make sure I get advantage on this. Yeah, because I do not want to be held.
Advantage on this roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
It's a good thing I used it.
Awesome. Yeah. So you resist. You use everything in your power to resist, and she says, "Damn it!" And that's gonna be it for her turn. She's gonna stay where she is. Ryan. Back to you.
Okay, I'm going to kill this guy that's in front of me.
Yeah, so he's on the ground, prone, so you'll have advantage against him. He looks like he could die with maybe just one hit, even.
Let's give him the good old. I think I've used everything that's cool. The good old befuddled biff.
Befuddled if you nail him with it.
The plastic punt.
That one misses. Oh no, yeah, it has advantage, so it hits. They all hit.
And the good old buzzed bash.
Oh yeah.
Dead.
Oh yeah, you just pummel him into the ground, making like fish paste of his.
Okay, I'm gonna go over
Make a
and
tuna salad.
go over to the high priestess.
Oh god, yeah, it looks like canned tuna, where his head once was.
Cool.
Okay, so you run over to the high
Sounds
priest.
good.
Is that it?
And then my turn, yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. So these guys, let's see, this one doesn't. They're just gonna both, seeing Solgorn like rejuvenated. They're both just gonna keep trying to pound him back down.
No.
They say, "This fucking guy."
No, gotta keep them off you, Kuno. I can take it.
So the first one takes 2 attacks. They both miss, and the other one makes 2 attacks. And you're just like blocking left and right, fighting them off.
Revigorated.
As you're with all this health back, you are revigorated. Exactly. All right, so that's gonna be their turn. Kuno, make a perception check.
Perception. Oh, yeah. No. Fish. I see fish.
You are just you're standing on this bridge, and there's just chaos everywhere. There's like all this fight going on behind you. It does look like the bullywugs are starting to win. It's like thinning out a little bit behind you, but besides that, you don't see anything.
For the frogs.
The frogs.
Meow. Gonna have a full belly after this.
Wow.
All these fish people.
Try this one.
Oh yeah, I'm attacking and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea.
I'll use a level 1 magic missile on this guy behind him. So let's go with that.
Okay.
3 missiles. Boom, boom, boom.
Nice.
Nice.
Get missiled.
Which one? That was the one behind,
Yeah.
next to Kuno or Artie.
I'm gonna mix it up, give it some icy damage. It's gonna be shivering a little bit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, some cold damage. Yeah, so 12 damage. Yeah, that's almost enough. He's very close on the brink of death, but is still hanging on as
And
you
then-
fire these magic missiles into him.
And Artie will give him a scratch of the eye to distract him.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, he scratches his eye.
frostbite.
Comes in. He's pissed off. He's like, "Oh, what's going on?" Swatting at Artie, but to no avail. All right, Solgorn.
All right.
Why don't you make me a perception check at disadvantage? Have all these
Sure.
guys surrounding you. Okay.
I see nothing but battle.
Yes, it is chaos.
More
around.
fish! Oh god.
I'm gonna move up slightly and then try and finish this guy off.
Okay, so you have advantage on the attack.
Are you gonna kick him off? Yelling something about the location at which you are at?
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Nice. Yeah. So you just impale him with your long sword, and like with the force, you push him back, and he flies.
The force?
The force of my foot.
Yeah,
Boot.
as he goes flying off with your mighty blow.
For the frog people.
Yeah!
You
Meow!
look over. High Priestess is furious, surrounded by your allies. You're starting to feel good about this battle. Things are turning your direction. All right, Lel.
All right.
Well, you're our MVP.
I am worried about this chick, so I am gonna put my temples up to my fingers up to my temples and start humming very loudly, pulling in a la scanners and gonna psychic blaster, which is basically like functionally similar to magic missile in that you don't have to roll to hit, and she's gonna only take 6 psychic flame.
All right. Yeah. But she does. She takes 6 psychic damage.
Realizing that she's not dead, I'm gonna use my bonus to do that ability I did before, which is get back 2 hit points. Because I spent 2 psi to do that, and then I'm going to, I guess, stay where I am.
Okay, great. That's the end of your turn.
Yep.
The High Priestess, seeing you guys surround her, well, yeah, she's going to
We're flanking.
cast. No, it can't end this way. And she casts Spirit Guardians,
Oh no.
and so both of you, Ryan and Lel, make a DC 14. Or wait, is it at the beginning of your turn?
I disagree.
Yeah, it's at the start of your turn. At the start of
Okay.
your turn. So these spirits start swirling around her, and they basically are just little fish. There's like all these little spiritual fish swirling around her.
I disagree.
15 feet. Let me put a little aura around her as she casts this spell.
Does it make a wisdom save on my turn?
Yeah, so on at the beginning of your turn, you'll make a wisdom save. And I'll roll the damage at that time, 3d8. Or I guess we can just go with this, 11.
Maybe you should just roll again.
Oh,
That's about...
don't you have Stone's
about
endurance?
I'll roll again. At your turn. So she
Toughen
casts
up,
that
Matt.
spell, and that's it. She's like preparing as she sees her comrades going down around her, and she looks like she's sort of lost hope, but is ready to keep fighting to the death. And at this time, Kuno, you now can no longer help but notice that the water beneath you is like sloshing around, and that something crazy's going on. And then all of a sudden, something weird is below you. And then all of a sudden, an explosion right beneath you, and
Oh shit.
the bridge beneath you begins to splinter. And why don't you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
Great. Nice, that's enough. So you are able to jump forward, and you land here as bridge behind you explodes. You take half of this, so you just take 4 damage as you kind of fall forward.
Oh my god.
That's very.
Yeah, 1 hit point.
Woo, yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm holding on with my tentacle arm, my trusty tentacle.
Uh,
Oh boy.
Holy shit.
the bridge explodes behind you, and in its place rises this giant monster that
Holy.
has a huge tentacle for an arm.
Holy.
The other arm is like his fist looks like swollen like a puffer fish, with like poison quills covering it.
Oh god.
And on the top of his head, you see like that weird little mirror thing that doctors wear.
Mhm.
Is like around the top of the head of this giant monster.
Oh god. It's
Oh
the
no,
doctor.
it's come back to hunt us.
Oh god.
Oh man, that's fierce.
Nasty.
He turned
And,
into the nastiest thing.
Kudo, get out of there!
You don't have to
And
tell
so
me
this guy
twice.
pops up. I'm gonna roll him initiative now.
Rabalab.
Dr. Rabalob.
I
Alright.
just love saying that guy's name.
Oh, he only got a 2. Oh, he's on Whisper. He just got a 2 for... So he will go last.
Ooh.
Okay, so, Ryan, you see this explosion, this giant monster pop up. Why don't you make me a wisdom saving throw first, as these fish spirits are like slamming into you. It's like getting hit, slapped in the face with a salmon or something.
There's salmon.
11?
That's awesome.
So the DC's 14, so your speed is halved while you're in this area, and you take 3d8 radiant damage. So I'll
Okay.
roll that.
Oh.
Oh,
So you take 10 damage.
that's less than 11.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill this priestess for having looked at me. It's time for you to die. With the plastered pun,
Ooh.
the buzzed bash,
Oh.
and the wasted wallop.
All right, the first and last of those will hit.
Sure. The
All right,
87.
nice, 15 damage. God, she's with those hits, she's looking bloodied. Starting to look panicked as well.
This is one sturdy priestess. Oh god.
Well, I have disengage action right now, so I'm going to run away. I'm gonna go up
Yep. So you have half speed
to. Oh.
because of
But
well,
I have
until
an
you
extra
escape
10
her.
speed. Extra
Which
10
is-
speed.
She's got to make a couple of concentration checks, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Yes, she does. Just to be
Good
10.
call.
Here we go. So the first one's good. Second one's good.
Damn
That's
it.
Dr.
So
Rabalab, isn't it?
That is Dr. Rabalob.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
got
is
the
it
little,
really?
He's got the tiny little doctor thing on his head. That's what he said.
Oh no, what have we done?
She passed both anyway. Like,
Yeah, she passed him.
Okay, so I can still disengage. I'm still disengaged.
Yeah.
I get an extra 10 movement speed because I'm.
So you're just half speed until
Drunk.
you leave. So it's basically difficult terrain while you're in her aura.
Okay.
Is the idea.
How long is her aura? 15 feet?
Can you see? Oh, you can't see it. That's right.
No, I can't.
I brought
wish
it
I
up,
could.
but I didn't give it. Here you go.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
So this is. So I have 45 speed. So this will be 35, 25. So I assume this is also in it, which would mean it'd be 15.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm actually gonna stand behind my friend right here.
Okay.
It's a sub teacher.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
standing behind the substitute teacher.
Okay. So you rush out of this aura towards this giant monster that appears.
Yeah, of course. Where else would you run to? Away from it? I'm an adventurer. I'm an adventurer.
Spirit.
I'm right behind the sub. You know, I'm still, still kind of hiding, but I'm still going towards it. So it's good.
He's like twice his size,
Nice.
basically.
So after you do that, he sees you rushing forward, and kind of this monster is gathering his surroundings. He's going to use one of his legendary actions
oh,
This guy has legendary actions.
Oh god.
to Hakalugi.
Oh god.
Oh god.
So he goes and spits this giant, this giant loogie right in the center of you guys. Here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
and it's rainbow colored.
Okay.
Ew.
So,
So is this in the middle of my turn?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is at the end of your turn, so you do your thing.
Oh.
I thought I got excited. It's yours.
Well, I was gonna say if it's during my turn, I could still have 5 feet of movement, so I could move right here. If it's the end of my turn, then I'll just stay there. It's fine. And then just
No, I
hawk
know.
the Lugia.
You still had your. No, you didn't have your actions or some stuff, did you?
No, I already used my action, my bonus action, and I was just ending up with my movement. But that's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean,
yeah.
you could-
If you
you
want to
could-
hawk the Lugia there.
You could end somewhere else, and I think.
No,
you
no,
could-
no. It's good. Keep
Okay.
it there. Good.
Do it.
All right, so he hawks that loogie. So everybody in that spot.
I was just wondering if it was in the middle of my turn or if it was after my turn.
No, yeah, legendary actions happen after your turn.
Okay.
So great. So he hawks his loogie.
Okay.
Why don't you, Ryan and Solgorn, make dexterity saving throws?
Let's do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
All right, so you succeed. You both
I also-
succeed. Nice.
Hopefully his friend fails.
So on a failed save.
Kuatoa.
Looks like
Yeah,
we.
so
we-
nothing happens. You
Woo!
you take no damage and you
Great.
escape the mucus. Let me do it for this Kuatoa here. Ooh,
Oh my god.
Kuatoa is gets just the loogie just lands right on
Right.
him. And he's
I'll be
just
back.
covered head to toe, and it like you see as it starts to, like sizzle away, and he will just take 1d6 acid damage, and he is restrained.
Nice. That helped. Thank you, Dr.
So that guy's restrained. This goes away. That was
Perhaps he's on our side.
a legendary action there as he hawks this loogie. The monitor on his turn, now restrained, is just going to use his turn to try and escape. So he's going to use his action. He's terrified at this point.
This poor fish man.
He's like, oh god, no. But he can't escape, and he's stuck, and so he's going to take another d6. So he takes actually 2d6 total now, because I never rolled the first one. He takes 8 damage. As this acid of the loogie is burning through him. All right, Kuno. This thing has popped up right on top of you.
Like my hair's probably like sticking up a little, and I'm gonna hiss at him and disengage.
No tentacle high fives?
I'll wave it at him in anger. My kitty anger. That's right there. And yeah, I don't really have a potion, so I'm gonna have Artie also bother him. Hoot! Fuck that shit.
Nice. So you run and you turn around and you face this monster, who seems terrifying, and you send Artie at him, who
Mhm.
tries to distract, and you see in the distance on the other side of where the bridge exploded,
Mhm.
there's like some magic that's like you see the signs of spells, like you see like stray like random flames erupting out of nowhere, and different like flashing lights and stuff that makes you think there's some spellcaster that's fighting on the other side over there.
Hmm.
What's going on over there? All right, Solgorn, your turn.
Oh, man. Alright. Let's see. Got a fishy guy. Then I have some kind of horrible abomination. I finish off the fishy guy. Yeah, I'm gonna take a swipe at fishy guy who's restrained.
Yes, you have advantage. Nice, that'll hit.
11
Oof.
slashing.
Ooh.
Yeah, you take him out as you just slash across this fish man's body and his fish guts spew out.
Yeah.
All right. And I will take up position. All right, Dr. Robalon.
Oh, great.
To face me this time. You're not going to survive this round.
So you come and square off. Dr. Roblob is going to use another legendary action after your turn. He's just going to make an attack with his tentacle arm at Ryan. As this tentacle arm like extends 20 feet.
From that far away? What's going on?
This guy is smart.
As his tentacle arm swings over to you.
I disagree.
How dare you bypass me?
Is it a ranged attack?
It's just 20 feet reach.
No, he's just got to reach. And he hits you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So you take 9 damage.
Oh, no.
I'm down.
You're down. So you take 9 damage, and you are grappled in his tentacle arm. This is reaching over and holding you.
Oh god.
We're all
Alright.
gonna die.
Oh shit. We're gonna die. No, we're not. We can make it.
You'll make it.
I'll try. So at the start of my turn, I gotta make a wisdom.
Yeah, you gotta make a wisdom save against this spirit guardians.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fail.
So
Oh,
that's
shit.
3d8 of damage there.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I think he's just gonna take the 11.
Don't
I
deserve.
gotta make a concentration check. So we fail that.
Wait, you're
Oh.
alive?
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm
What?
alive. I got
What?
18. I took 18,
Holy-
now I got 12. So let's see here. I failed my save, so now I can start my turn, right?
Oh god.
Yep.
Isn't that good? Yeah. I think I'm gonna hit this chick with a
Are there
mind thrust.
Any
Yeah.
polywag priestess?
Polywag. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this. Oh my god. One hit
Oh my
point.
god.
Oh no.
Not good at all.
No.
So she gotta
So
make a
she-
save against intelligence.
Okay.
If she fails, she takes 1 damage.
Shit.
Oh, she fails.
Nice. She takes the damage.
Yeah.
She feels
still
this
alive.
little tiny pinching in the back of her head. Like brain freeze.
She does gotta make another concentration check.
Oh, she does, yes.
True, true.
Concentration.
Under a 10. Damn it!
Oh,
Oh fuck. Shit.
she succeeds.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Now
Are you
I
sure
get
she-
my-
are you
my
sure she
move and my
succeeds?
bonus. So my bonus action would be to use one of my potions. Let me roll that.
2d4 plus something? 3?
Plus-
4?
Plus 2. Before plus 2.
Yep. So I'll get back 8, and then I will use my move to try to get out of there. Whoops. And it's difficult terrain, right? So
Yeah.
And she gets an attack of opportunity if you move out of her range.
yeah, that's alright.
That's true. Alright, so she will swing at you. She has like this kind of magical scepter that's crackling with lightning. And she'll take a swing at you.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
She hits for 12 damage.
Oh my god. This is the
Yeah.
exact damage.
They're
I'm in
all-
worse shape than I was when I before I took the potion.
Oh god.
All right.
But you get out of her range. All right. So that was your turn.
Shit.
High Priestess. At this point,
Oh.
seeing this monster, also pretty much all of the Kuatoa now are dead. Most of them. There's a few left on the rocks, but they're losing badly. And she looks around, and she says, "Fuck this," and she's gonna book it. She's gonna actually, she's gonna use one more spell. She's gonna run here, and then she's gonna cast lightning bolt.
Oh God!
What? Right through me?
In this line. Here.
Oh God!
Oh, that's so mean.
And so she's running away, and she goes, "Fuck you all! You all will die!"
Oh shit!
And she-
Automatically fails.
Oh, this ain't gonna feel good.
lightning bolt. So DC 14 for you, Solgorn, and Dr. Rabalob here.
I get hit too, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do get hit, and you take one automatic death save.
Don't I take 2?
Or does it fail? Yeah. No. Wait.
One death fail. Yeah, you
Yeah,
take
one
fail.
fail.
I don't take 2 fails?
I don't. Is it all?
I gotta go check that. I'll check it right now.
Maybe you do.
When you take damage while you're unconscious,
Yeah, it's
No.
2 fails,
it's
or it's just one, right? It's 2 if it's a crit.
Oh,
And it's an
and it's
auto
an
crit?
automatic crit if it's a male or melee.
If it's
Mhm.
melee, yeah. So this is just 1. Solgorn, you make the save, so you only take 13 damage. And then, what is it, a dex save? Oh, he makes the save too,
Ah,
Dr.
shit.
Rabalob. He's just able to duck his lumbering body. He has a -1.
Damn.
as he ducks
No.
out of the way.
Oh,
So he-
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He only takes 13 as well. Okay. So he's at. Okay. And that's High Priestess's turn. She moved 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's okay. That's her turn. Dr. Rabalob now.
Oh no.
We should have
Rears
known that
attack.
Dr. Roblow's was gonna have his revenge, you know?
Dr.
He,
Rabalab's revenge.
He's gonna use his action. Well, no, he's not, because you're unconscious. So Ryan, he's just holding you, and instead he's gonna use his action to punch with his poison quill hand. He's gonna give a punch at Solgorn there.
Oh
This hand.
no.
Alright. Roll low.
Ooh, but he only rolls an 8.
Yes!
He like, slams the hand down, but you are able to deflect it with your shield. And so that was his attack, and that was his action. He's going to stay where he is, just kind of keep hold of... Actually, he's going to move a little bit over towards where Kuno and these guys are. Just like here. But he's still got his tentacle holding you, Ryan. This guy is huge, by the way. He's like 40 feet tall. He's standing off the side, but he's maybe even 50 feet, kind of like towering over the side of this this rock.
He looks like Venom from
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Right.
The real guy, he doesn't totally look like this. He's way like fatter and more like mutated. Like he looks kind of like, and looks more like a plant. He's like more like a fish with this crazy tentacle, and he's all mutated. But like
Yeah.
the very top of his head still looks like Dr. Rabalob's head. It's got that little,
Fish
and it's
head.
got that little doctor's thing on it. Okay, so that's his turn. At the end of this turn, you now see a lot of these guys are dead on the side here. There's been kind of the Bullywugs pretty much won the fight, and you see in the distance, running up to the side of the broken bridge here, is a woman you recognize. It is the halfling woman who you saved from the from Dr.
What?
Rabalob's clutches, and she starts casting a spell, and casts a
Nice.
spell that affects all of you. Everybody immediately gains the benefits of a short rest.
Nice.
Whoa!
Ooh.
As she casts this spell, Ryan, you come back up to consciousness, still in the clutches of this tentacle. But
So you roll hit dice?
you can roll the whatever hit dice you have. You can roll.
Ooh.
Oh.
Decent.
And she says, "You saved me, I save you." And she casts this
Oh,
spell
shit.
on all of you.
Oh my god!
Oh
it's something.
I feel hammered. What happened?
You regain any abilities that you gain at a short rest, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Give myself
That's
a
a
second
good
level
question.
spell.
Do I get my key?
That's spit before. That was dexterity.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that was. Let me just double check that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was dexterity save.
All right. I'm gonna use strength of mind to switch from wisdom to dex.
Oh, cool.
Mm.
I get all my
Nice.
key back.
Nice. All right. Whenever you're ready, Ryan, it's up to your turn now. As you see Bumrook fleeing behind you as you come to consciousness, you look at it, there's like a charred line of lightning.
Am
from
I
where
still
she was.
grappled? How does that work?
You're still grappled. You are still in
Okay.
the arms of this guy's tentacles.
Could I
Um,
attack his arm?
Yeah,
where I'm at?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say so.
Okay.
So you can make an attack. You are restrained, I believe. Let me look at the. Here, let me just do it again to see exactly what this says. Oh, wasted my crit. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Good.
no, that's good. That's very good.
Correct.
Till the
So
grapple.
just-
Yeah, it's just grappled, so it's not restrained. So you're just grappled by him. Also, you can attack.
I don't remember what grapple does.
Oh, it's just
Zero.
makes your speed 0. So
Okay.
You can
No
still
disadvantage or
attack.
anything.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna attack his tentacle then. You know, give him the old buzz bash. You know.
Oh,
Yes.
So he reaches in, and
Fury.
you wake up in his tentacle. You furiously give it a punch.
Sure. And then I'm gonna keep attacking it.
Great.
Yeah. Give him a little slosh stroke.
12 is just what you need to hit.
Oh.
Give him the wasted wallet.
Wasted wall up. Nice. So both of those hit.
at least he's got low AC.
As you continue punching him, yeah, you're not like he's this kind of bulbous, big, like these tentacles very squishy. Like you're bludgeoning, it doesn't seem like it's doing quite as much as it should,
Mhm.
but you are whacking into him for sure.
So is there any way I can get out of this grapple? Doesn't say in the thing.
Yeah, at the end of it's an action to escape a grapple.
Oh, okay.
DC's 13.
So I didn't even try. Got it.
Nope.
It's fine.
Nope.
I think that's the rules of grappling, but yeah.
Yep, that's right. It says escape DC 13.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's an action to try and escape a grapple.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So would that be like a dex or strength or?
It's you can either use athletics or acrobatics
So,
Okay, I'll
To
try that. I'll
escape.
try that next turn.
against his athletics.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I.
Or no, well, it says the DC here is 13 on the
Yeah.
tentacle, so it's just it's straight DC 13.
Mm.
Okay, so you end your turn. These monitors are all dead. Let me take that off. Oops, Kuno, to you.
Get off of me, you tentacle bastard!
I'm gonna move. Just right there. That makes me feel better. And I'll actually have Artie help first by distracting him. with the help action. And I'll kind of twist my face in disgust of this hideous creature to make a necrotic scorching ray at him.
Nice.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh.
I don't know if the advantage counts for help for all of it or not.
I think it's only the next attack.
Yeah.
So,
Shoot.
although, you know what? For the purposes of Scorching Ray, I'll just say you do them 3 at a time. So,
Fair enough.
2 of those hit. Because I think Scorching Ray is kind of underpowered. It's not my favorite. I'll give it to you.
We'll go with that.
Alright, so you hit him with 16 damage. Yeah, and that connects true, and more so than the bludgeoning damage and other attacks that have... You know, the lightning and the fire really seems to work on this guy. Alright. You think he might be somewhat resistant to...
Necrotic.
Well, and to, like, bludgeoning and slashing.
Makes sense.
Alright, so that is your turn. Anything else?
No. That's what I got.
Alright, Solgorn, to you.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, that's right.
All right. All right. Let's hack at this beast with my longsword in hand. Please strike true. Okay, 14 will hit.
Yep, 14 will definitely hit.
That's 10 damage, and then I'm going to, because I struck him, hit me with a melee weapon. I'm going to use my divine smite. So
Nice.
I can do an extra 2d8 radiant.
Nice. Yeah, so the slashing doesn't seem to quite do as much as you're used to, as his body is just like this bulbous flesh. But the radiant really kind of burns away at his flesh as it cuts through him. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, and with that hit, he's starting to look somewhat bloodied as you've now done some significant damage altogether, and with that lightning bolt. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
So the end of your turn, Dr. Rabalab is going to use all 3 of his legendary actions
Oh shit!
as he reels back and lets out this this horrendous belch, and noxious gas pours forth from his disgusting mouth in a cone that is going to get Ryan and Solgorn here, like this, as he emits this cone. So that 30-foot cone, DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
He who dealt it.
That's the name of the action.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh shit!
Alright, so you
Is this a
fail.
Constitution save?
Yeah, it's a
Ah,
Constitution save.
friendship power!
Nice.
Friendship.
So, Ryan, you take 5 damage.
I got that in the bag.
Solgorn, you take 10. And Solgorn, you are like retching and reeling from the stench. and on your next turn, you're gonna have to use your action, just retching and reeling.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
That was point blank. He just like shat on me.
He threw up a little in your mouth.
You're gonna get pink eye from that one.
It's everywhere.
As this disgusting stench, yeah, you can't take it. All right, so now it's Lel's turn.
All right. So I do not want this priestess getting away. First thing I think I'm gonna my psychic focus to psychic assault. And then
Okay.
I'm going to that boosts my damage. And then hopefully I'm gonna move to here, and then I'm gonna hit her with another mind thrust to try to do the job I did before.
Okay.
No?
Nice. So
More
she
than
makes an intelligence check.
Yeah, that's an intelligence save, not a strength. I gotta fix that.
Is that a +2 to the damage also?
Yeah, I factored it in already though.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
God damn it.
15.
Ah, shit.
So is that 0 damage?
Yeah, it's either save or nothing.
Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, she seems to be able to shrug it off.
Alright, it is
Fuck.
what it is.
To end her. No.
She kind of hisses at you as she feels the psychic energy
Yeah.
come towards her.
She does have to make a concentration check though. Oh no, actually she never. She doesn't.
No, yeah, she
Yeah,
didn't take
she
damage.
didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
Done with my turn.
All right, so Bumrook is going to turn towards you and think about what she can do.
Think about what she's done.
She says no. She thinks better of it, seeing how wounded she is, and decides to just run for it. And just runs and jumps off and dives into the water. And she's right there. That's all she could move. All right.
Enemy flees.
Yeah, she's running away. As her aura, she stops concentrating on it, and she just like is dipping out. All right.
Get back here and
Now-
fight like a floppy fish.
Dr. Rababob on his turn, still having Ryan grappled. He's going to use his turn to move
Tickle
him.
me.
So I'm going to roll it again just so you can see what I'm talking about here, because I think I wrote it in this description. So on subsequent turns, he can move the grappled creature to another space within his reach. So he's going to move you over here. There.
No!
Well, you have spider boots.
Yeah, how does my spider boots work on the wall that's here?
If you
Uh,
can-
Can I fight against this?
Yeah, so here's what he's gonna do: is he moves you over. He's going to like attack you. So he's gonna squeeze his tentacle. You got a 19.
Oh.
So he does 8 damage to you as he squeezes his tentacle on you.
Oh,
Hmm.
uh,
Interesting.
oh shit. Fuck.
And then I'll say it's gonna on the same turn he can't drop you because that'll be part of another action. But he moves you
Yeah.
over and he's like holding you over and he's about to drop you.
Yeah, I'm dead, guys.
Oh god, no.
As you
Save
see
me, friend.
Ryan pulled over and is held in these tentacle grasps. All right, but that was Dr. Roblob's turn. So Ryan, why don't you make a death save?
I don't wanna.
You can pull through this, boy.
Oh. No.
Oh god.
I have potions.
I
A
don't.
little far.
Should have gave me them before the battle.
Not if he falls in the water.
All right, Kuno, your turn.
I guess I'm gonna try and do something kind of cool. I think
Something epic.
I'll get
it.
that wand of web and kind of like web Ryan in his arms so that he's like not gonna fall.
Oh, so he's like connected to his tentacle.
Yeah, and also
Nice.
to the platform not falling.
Okay, so you're kind of like trying to grapple his arm and the tentacle, and the tentacle and Ryan all against the side of the rock.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
we're all just Spider-Man right now. Is really what we are as a
Nice.
collective.
great. So yeah, you do
Very
that.
nice.
You like do all these webs that connect him there, and so I guess on the start of his turn, he'll make a save against it.
Yeah. Well.
At the start of Rob Lob's turn,
Yeah.
he'll make a save against being restrained. Correct.
Yes. His
All
arms
right.
restrained in the web.
So that was your action. Anything else?
Yeah. Nope. That's what I got. Save my friends.
All right.
Power friendship. Meow.
Soulgorn, your turn.
I have to
God.
spend my action retching, but I still have move and bonus.
Don't move and bonus. It's just your action. Yeah.
Okay. So I throw up a little bit. Ugh, terrible. Let's see, what do I have? Cannot. Oh, I don't have any bonus. Take my potions. Can I hand someone? Oh no, close to me. I would have to throw it at someone.
Can you pour it on my body? Does that work? Can I absorb it?
Absorbing through the webs.
Eric, how does that work? Good?
Yeah,
Osmosis.
that's not gonna happen.
Give him
Oh,
a giant
You,
straw.
It's an action to. It's still an action to feed someone else a potion.
Yeah.
It's just a bonus for yourself.
Okay.
We can-
What about like rectal potions?
Yeah, I mean, it's an action, but you can do it.
It's absorbed fast there.
Damn it. But yeah, wouldn't it absorb faster? It's good, right?
I'll say if you do it rectally, you get. Here's the house rule. You get full healing. It's full healing, like max roll,
Wow.
but you take 1 point of exhaustion. House
It's
rule.
worth it. It's worth it.
Crazy.
Oh my god.
All right, are you doing anything, Soulgorn?
Rectal.
No, there's nothing I can really do.
All right, so yeah, you just are retching and reeling from that stench that he had emitted. All right, Lel, you see Bumrook just dives off as she escapes from you, but you know she's just down there over the side. And
Is she on the surface of the water?
Yeah,
Right.
she's still on
I'm
the
gonna try to
surface.
move first and see if. Okay. So do we want to try to like eliminate her? Because that was one of our goals, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna try to hit her one more time with this freaking mind thrust.
All right.
There we
Oh,
go.
Pretty good damage.
It's good damage.
Failed that save.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Explain to me what happens.
So if I see her on the edge of there and like real quick just put my fingers up to my temples, like nosebleed, and like her head just pops like a grape.
Yeah, she's like maniacally laughing as she thinks she's escaped. And, but then you just pop, and her head explodes.
Oh god.
I wipe my nose, all the blood off of it. She's
Water.
dead! I yell.
Good work.
Good work, Lel.
Awesome.
Silence for me.
Any support over here would be great.
Help Ryan.
Now I'll join the real fight.
All right, so Bumrook has been killed. Roblob now on his turn.
He's
uh,
definitely gonna attack other players.
is going to let go of Ryan there with his tentacle.
I stay in the web, I assume,
Yeah.
because I fail
Uh,
the save.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do stay in the web. So he lets go and he's going to try and pull his tentacle out of the web. What's the check he has to make? Strength?
Strength check against my spell.
I think it's a-
my
think
spell
it's a-
DC, which is 13.
Isn't it a dex at first to see if they're
Yeah.
restrained?
Well, at the start
Yeah.
of his turn
Can you
in the
post it?
webs. Yeah. Hold on. No. Well.
So at the start of his turn, he makes
it's
a
on the
dex
wand
save.
of web. Yeah. At the start of its turn, makes a dex save.
Yeah, that's right.
On
I
the
put-
failed save, it's restrained.
Okay,
And
so
if it's restrained, it can do strength.
so he fails his dex
Failed,
save.
so he's
So
restrained.
he's restrained. So if he wants to move, he has to pull out. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain
He
fart.
needs to pull out.
Whoa. Ryan,
I don't wanna
what's
be
that
pregnant.
tentacle doing to you?
I don't want my character to be pregnant. Please
Okay, so-
pull out.
I think that's 2 levels of exhaustion.
So he
He's wearing an arm condom.
so he lets go of Ryan. So Ryan,
Thank God he pulls out.
you're just grappled by the web now, and you're like held by the web against the side of the
Cool.
rock here, and he tries. He gives it like a little tug, but feels the resistance and just gives a roar and goes down with another punch towards Solgorn with his poison quill hand.
No.
What did you say? He said he gave a tug and then he gave a roar.
Yeah, he like let go and he was kind of trying to escape.
I
but
gave a
he-
tug and then a roar.
and he just exploded all over Solgorn. I think he misses the 12. So. All right, so Ryan, make another death saving throw as you're restrained and held against the side of this rock with the webs.
Don't worry, guys. If I get a 1, my character's dead. But if I get a 20, he's back up. Think about that, guys. A 5% chance.
Oh.
Well,
yeah.
So that's a second death
Shit.
fail.
Yeah, next death save, I am goner.
Oh shit.
All right.
50% chance of dying next round.
In the web.
So Kuno, you saw as you shot this web over, it did its job of kind of holding Ryan and getting the monster to kind of reel back and let him go. Now it's your turn again.
Oh boy.
I know it's
So how far is Ryan off the surface of the water?
He's right off. He's like level with you guys
yeah,
on the
Level.
top.
with the web.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
just kinda
the
Stuck
web's
on the
like
side, you know?
yeah, it's like holding him on the side like that. So he's just
Dangling.
barely hanging off. So you can all
Alright.
see him, his like limp body.
We
hanging.
can administer a potion as a bonus as well.
Wait.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Oh shit, no. Shit.
I could take care of him on my turn.
I do have
Cool.
mage hand.
I don't think that's gonna help much.
No.
I could be wrong, but
Well,
I mean, you could administer a potion rectally.
I guess.
The mage
Uh,
hand.
Well, I can't help him much, but I'll use my last, third level spell slot
Ooh.
and kind of pray a bit to Lathander. When I was like a young girl, I was, raised by Priestess of Lathander.
Oh, is his name
So ma-
Thornbird?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally, yeah.
That's her dad.
Stormber.
Apparently, Thornbur had
Stormber's
some kind of like
magical.
had a thing with a cat. We don't want to talk about it.
Oh. Storm.
So I'll do a
No.
second level magic missile.
Was it Relix?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Kuno is the production of Thornbur and Relic.
Really?
Right.
Oh,
Alright,
man.
so what are you casting? Magic missile again. Okay.
Okay,
That's
cool.
all radiant damage.
Woo!
So that's 18 damage. Nice, not bad. Okay, yeah. He is he's looking rough, you know.
That's good.
Around the
that's good.
edges.
Getting bloodied. He's getting bloodied. He's getting rough.
Get him, Solgorn. Gorn.
But he's looking just more pissed off.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
All right. Anything
How are the
else coming out?
frogs doing?
Oh, they're crushing it. They're crushing it.
Artie will
There's a
use
lot
the
of
help
stuff.
action once
Oh,
again.
Help.
And
Maybe try and like carry off his stupid little doctor thing. You know. Like, I give that back.
okay, yeah, he tries to. Why don't you make a dexterity check for Artie there against
Yeah.
against
See.
Rabalab. You got a 4.
Ooh. Can't fuck that up, right? Dex.
Oh yeah, no problem. She
Aha.
swoops it off of his head, and she's dangling the little. And he looks up and gives it like the most distressed roar you've heard from him yet in this moment. All
Good
right,
job, Artie.
Solgorn. Your turn.
All right. Let's see. Let's try and finish this guy off. I have advantage against him. Yes. So
Yep. Yeah, 'cause he uses the help action.
Woo!
20 to hit. 9 slashing, but he's resistant to that, so I'm going to use another Divine Smite for
Nice.
10 radiant.
Nice. Wow.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's still up,
And
but
then,
he's getting
as a
there.
bonus action,
Oh.
going to, let me see, Thunderous Smite.
Ooh.
It's another 2d6 thunder. Yeah, and then he has to make a strength saving throw. DC 12. It's not too tough. Another 5 thunder.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah.
Another 5, and then you said, what kind of saving throw? Strength.
Strength
12. What's the DC?
12.
Oh,
Shit.
just makes it.
All right. Damn it! I don't knock him back. All right.
All right, so yeah, and you did another 5 there. Okay. So at the end of your turn, see after Kuno hit him with that magic missile, he turns to her and is going to shoot over at her another loogie.
Ugh.
But he can't get 2 people in one here, so that's going to be it. So he hawks a loogie at you. So why don't you make a dex saving throw?
I'm a very dexterous cat. Shit, no, I'm not.
So you just take 2 acid damage,
I'm
and
distracted by yarn.
and you are restrained by this loogie as his mucus, this fish mucus, is just covering you head to toe.
I was distracted thinking of all those little fishy things that the priestess summoned. I wanted to like start whacking at them, and I just remembered that at that moment.
All right, Lel, you have dispatched High Priestess Bumrook and are ready to join this attack on the giant creature. What do you want to do?
Well, are we gonna still try to save Ryan? I can try to administer
Yes.
a potion to him. Okay.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
not guaranteeing that I will
Him.
succeed, but it's because I have to make a saving throw to enter that web.
Yep.
But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to change my psychic focus to Nomadic Step. No, I'm sorry, not a Nomadic Step. Mastery of Air. So what this does is it allows me to ignore difficult terrain.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, and then I'm going to use my move action to move into the web.
Okay.
I got to make a saving throw.
So
Dexterity.
yeah, when you enter, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, let's hope I succeed.
Again.
Oh.
Oh no.
Did
Yeah.
not
But because
succeed.
it's so heroic, it's safe. It's an advantage, right? It's plus 10.
I
Plus
think.
10.
I think.
Yeah, I think I'm out of all my stuff here.
You already used your advantage and your
did.
lucks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Ah!
Shit.
So, yeah, you are restrained as you enter the web, and you're just trying to rush to your
No,
friend.
Ryan.
It's gonna come down to a 50-50 roll.
50-50 roll.
Oh
Alright,
boy.
No.
I still have an action, so I might as well use it on Dr. Rabalab.
No.
And
Alright.
I'm gonna mine. Should I mine thrust? Yeah, fuck it. I'll mine thrust Dr. Rabalab. There we go. So he's got to make an intelligence save, DC 14. Oh, and that should be 2 less damage.
All right. So he makes an intelligence.
No,
Ryan.
14
Anyway.
just passes. All right. All right. So yeah, you get caught up in the webs as you're rushing towards your friend's aid. You just can't get through these strong magical webs that have appeared.
What's the idea with these webs?
Save him from hitting the water, I guess.
Dr. Rabalab is panicking at this point, just flailing and attacking everyone around, everything he can, and is going to make another poison quill punch attack at Solgorn there.
Getting closer.
17 is going to miss. Son of a bitch, he's getting pissed.
Good. Keep wasting your attacks on me.
Alright, so that's his turn. And Ryan, death saving throw.
I believe in you. You
Come on,
can
baby.
do it.
Friendship power!
Shit.
Ah!
Oh, shit!
No!
As Ryan's body, unconscious body, just the life sapped out of it, lifelessly dangles off the side of the rock.
Ryan,
Oh,
no!
All right, Kuno, you kind of get this feeling that you're one party member down.
No, Ryan.
Not like this.
Didn't even get a last drink.
No.
Well, I
I'll have a drink for him.
have some
No!
level
We
one
need to survive.
Find a priest, damn it!
I have some level 1 slots for some more magic missiles as I'm still praying for it.
There's a halfling over across the way. Maybe she can res me.
If we're praying
Wow. Is that the
radiantly.
first character you've ever killed?
Yeah.
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 Oh my god, and that's the first character you've ever had die?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh man.
Don't-
At least it's recorded for posterity, right?
Oh.
This can't happen.
How was it
Please
for
remember
you?
your first kill.
No!
Lost your virginity. I'm honored, Ryan. How was it for you? I'm having a great time.
It's horrible!
You pulled out. That's how you
All right.
feel.
So you deal 8 damage. As this guy's looking on the brink of death. Another hit like that, you think will take him out, as he's just barely staying afloat. All this like acid and poison is like dripping from him, as all these gashes in his body. He seems like he's barely holding himself up. All right, Solgorn.
And obviously another help action from Artie.
Oh, great! Another help action.
Oh,
Damn bird.
invaluable.
Should have killed him first.
Okay, let's do another strike. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Come on. That's a lot of damage, maybe. Even
That's
half?
a lot of damage.
Even halved. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Let's jump on him and stab into his head. Ryan!
Ryan!
So you like leap off of the rock and plunge your longsword into the face of
I'm like
Dr.
Krillin.
Rabalob.
And you're short too.
You like ride his body down into the water as he sinks into the lake, and you jump off at the last second and climb back up the rock as your party members gather around in the aftermath. Eventually, this web starts to wear off. Or no, it's like an hour, right?
Yeah.
I think it's there
We'll
for a
say
while.
like we went up to him and like pulled the webs back to pull his
Yeah.
body back up and everything.
Yeah, you got the body of Ryan. The battle beyond begins to subside as the bullywugs are crying out with victory.
And we're crying in depression.
Yeah. It's a bittersweet victory.
Pour a drink over his body. You'll get your last drink. You fought.
I drink all of my
well.
potions in honor.
You pour his alchemy jug out with beer, and it's like there's
There's
lot
not much
more in
left.
there.
No,
Oh,
there's not.
okay.
There's not a lot left.
There's like
There's hardly anything left.
you try to pour one out for him, but like one little drop comes out.
I basically drank the whole thing.
And
Wait.
I'm going to feel sad looting his body.
Find me a priest, damn it!
What? He has slippers. I want these slippers.
yeah,
Find me a priest!
Solgorn, it does occur to you in the back of your mind that you're probably not going to be let to chaperone ever again.
I have failed.
or be a substitute teacher at all.
Yeah, you're thinking you're probably going to have to look for a new job.
Right. Well, what say you guys and I become full-time adventurers? So you guys passed your test, as far as I'm concerned.
I told you I get the highest grades, meow.
Meow.
So
There's a halfling priest right there.
Talk to
Oh,
her.
there's a giant. The bridge is out. She'll never get to us.
So how are the polywags doing against the battle that's over there?
yeah, they
Polywags.
Polywhirls, poly whatever they are.
they
Woggles.
they win as like this ends. You kind of see them finishing off the last of the Kuatoa. Some of them are surrendering. The Kuatoa are, and so the bullywugs are kind of cheering in victory. Eventually, they kind of bring over a ladder and they lay it across the bridge.
Did someone take my body?
I'm holding
Oh
on
yeah,
to
I
you.
would have picked it up when I looted you.
So
Alchemy jug, slippers. This guy has lots of stuff. Well, it's no good.
I actually don't have a lot on me besides those two items.
yeah, Solgorn, you schlep his body over the bridge back to join everyone. You're greeted by Miss Humrubarao and this cleric lady, and they look down at Ryan's dead body.
Is there anything you can do for him?
Anything at all.
Ryan.
Oh well, the cleric lady kind of looks down. She tries to cast a spell. She goes, "Too much time has passed.
No!
I can't do it."
It's gotta be
Can you-
somebody.
Can you preserve his body, maybe, so we could bring him to the surface? so he doesn't rot? Try to bring him back.
Sure, I think
Play the song, Eric. Damn it!
Wait,
Look at your DMs.
okay, yeah. All right. Let me, yeah, so she says, sure, yes, I can make sure that nothing happens to him. And she casts a spell that seems to cast something over him that'll protect him in some way from decomposing and
Great.
such. It says, sure, if you can find a real cleric, I'm only
Real correct.
I'm not. I have some magic, but I hear there are some who can do full on, resurrections. I can't really handle that kind of stuff.
I'm sure
but-
the Adventure Guild has something too there,
How long will your spell last?
Oh, I don't know. A little while, a couple days.
Oh.
But I don't know. To be honest, he's beyond my reach. You need to go find someone who can handle this. But it's not me.
We don't have time to waste, and we should try to get back to the school as soon as we can. Right? Substitute teacher guy?
Yes, I'm sure there's someone there who can help. Whoever runs the medical teachings, priestly. I don't know.
What do you teach anyway?
Conquest 101.
Oh man.
How to pillage without raping.
The
The night court.
At the night court. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So you
Oh, there you go. There's the music.
there we go.
Oh
Okay,
man.
so I'm dead.
No.
So Ryan, she says, I'm sorry, but Miss Humrubarau says there were a lot of casualties all around, but he will be honored in our halls for all of eternity. We will tear down this statue of Little Boop, and what was his name? Ryan. We will build a new statue to Ryan the Great.
Ryan.
And all the bullywugs around start chanting, "Oh, Ryan,
Ryan.
Today will be a day of great drinking
There will be free
for
beer.
every year to come.
Free beer for
in honor of
everyone.
him.
Miss Hummerrush says, "Yes, of course. Let us all reconvene at the Blowhole Inn and drink to the great Ryan." And that's where we'll end the session.
Nice.
As you all head back to the Blowhole Inn to celebrate your victory, mourn the loss of your friend, and drink until you can't remember the events of this one shot.
Black out the entire day.
All right, thanks guys. That was fun.
All right.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you for running.
This
That's
is
good stuff.
beautiful, Eric.
That was fun.
Did it run that way when you ran it for
Oh.
your
Sister.
Oh no, it was so different.
Wait, tell us about it.
I switched up so much. First of all, I started off and rather than having them be prisoners, they were like welcomed guests into the kingdom. Because it just made it like it made it stay on the rails a lot better. They just like weren't as inclined to try and escape and go do crazy shit. And then yeah, it was I kind of cut out the whole Dr. Roblob thing. He wasn't even a part of it. And it was just High Priestess Bumrook, and they went and they got her stuff, and I had some like actual physical puzzles, which was kind of fun. Like when you did the broken, there was like the broken pottery that you had to like put together to make that symbol, or that message. And the only reason I had said that was because that was I had that planned for them, and what I did was I like threw down. I got one of those puzzles that you can draw your own puzzle on the puzzle pieces.
Cool.
And I drew the message, and then I had some pieces missing, and I threw it down for them, and then they could each do a certain number of investigation checks to try and find more puzzle pieces to fill out the message.
Nice.
So that was fun. That was a really cool, like physical, like with a prop kind of puzzle. They all enjoyed that.
So the puzzle pieces are like big?
Yeah. I'll show you.
You just draw right on it? Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'd like
took a
to see
picture of it. I took a picture of it. I actually might have it here on my phone. Yeah, because it was. Let's see. It was. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, it looked like this. Like this is what I gave them, and then if they rolled.
Oh, he's a little frog.
Cool.
And then if they rolled, they didn't get all of them, but they filled in a few of the spots. So they like had some missing pieces that they could find to fill out
That's
those
so
spots.
cute.
It was fun. They were into it.
It's really awesome.
Here's a picture. So another puzzle I did was I saw this at the store like the day before I left, and they had used it in one of the Critical Role one shots, and I saw it at the store and I was like, oh my god, I gotta do this because it was perfect. And it's this little game, the little fishing game. Did you ever play that as a kid, where you like
I
have the
think so.
magnetic fishing poles and you pull the fish out,
Yeah.
spin around? So I made a puzzle based on that game. And I bought that little game.
Oh,
So here's a picture of everyone playing. And here's the puzzle I made with it.
yeah. We have
They
that
had
at
to
my
like
house.
place those in the right spots based on the poem to like open the door to High Priestess Bumrooks.
Oh, that's so awesome, man. That's really cool.
So it was fun. They liked, they've never really played D&D before, so especially with like my mom and my older sister, they like loved having these kind of physical puzzles to get involved with. But yeah, it was cool. They came down, they like played in some of the festivities at the big festival that you guys went through last time, and then they just basically went pretty much straight to the battle at the end. And I made it. Dr. Roblob wasn't a thing. It was only the like first half of this battle was with them. And then Dr. Roblob was like me. Mostly that happened because I'm trying to experiment with adding like legendary actions and like these different kinds of area of effect.
Oh, great to know.
The experiment
Rocket
worked splendidly.
You were the guinea pig, Ryan.
It's okay. If Palouse dies, he can be rezzed pretty easy. So
Yeah,
It's not gonna
yeah.
happen.
he has
Yeah,
a
so it
divine
was
soul.
interesting. I was trying to. That was kind of my inspiration. First of all, once you did that to Dr. Roblob, I was like, he's got to become the bad guy now.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to run with that. And then secondly, I've been like looking at all these 4E monster manuals and like the powers that they had then, and trying to incorporate some of that stuff into the other game. And so I was kind of experimenting here.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Stuff.
We got a taste of it. Now we know.
This is awesome.
Well, because it's so hard. I loved today. I've never done legendary actions before. It's so hard to like do the action economy when you have like one big bad guy versus a whole party. And legendary actions like evens that out a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
so it doesn't
That's
get
what they're
overwhelmed.
intended for.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, it was a lot of fun, man. Thank you for running. That was awesome.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad we got to finish it up, and yeah, it was fun.
It's a beautiful.
Fun
memory.
testing out that skill challenge too. I definitely got to work on those more.
It's
but,
so much fun. I love those.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Just thrown in every so often. It's nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
Give me a synopsis. Does Ryan live? How does the story go? Tell me the rest of the story.
I guess that's mostly dependent on the other players, really. How much they cared about you, how much they're willing to search for someone to resurrect you.
Did you guys care about me?
Yeah, of course.
I
I
care.
think about you back.
Yeah, I
It's a
took all your
classmate.
stuff. I mean, I cared about your stuff.
Here's what I imagine.
We were all drinking and have a good time this
Okay,
spring break,
so
man.
here's what I imagine. They bring you back
Okay.
to school with them.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can correct me if they feel like this doesn't go along with your characters.
Okay.
They bring him back to school with them, and they start trying to raise money, and they like they're doing like bake sales and, and everything they can. They're like bringing around Ryan's corpse with them that like after a few days does start to decompose, and they're bringing him around. There's whenever they get drunk, there's all kinds of Weekend at Bernie's shenanigans going on. And by the time summer break rolls around, you have that one last blowout party. All funds go to Ryan's resurrection, and just in time for summer break, you're able to bring him back.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
Right.
We had an artist like record it all for posterity. So we could like spend the remainder of that time just like showing him pictures of all the crazy shit.
do you think they make money off of my dead body? Do you think they pocket some of it?
I don't know. Ask the players.
I might
We
have
totally did.
I might have
so.
bought an
I think
extra
so.
book
Has a
or
new
two.
They could have brought you back like a month earlier.
But they're making that dough. They can't stop.
They're just getting carried away and living that high life.
Right.
In loving memory of Ryan.
Lella's definitely not awkward anymore. He's got like a girlfriend and he popped collar up.
He wears
Like,
sunglasses
who are you?
now.
A fancy sports horse, you know.
Man, God, that's got to be so sad. I just imagine like living in the D&D world. Everybody's like pleading with you to give them money to raise their like dead parents or something. Oh God, all those sob stories.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, thanks again for playing, guys. That was awesome.
Thanks, man. That was awesome. Thank you for running.
Good time.
And yeah, I look forward to our next game. Getting Kevin in there.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to all our games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
When are you gonna start your Horde of the Dragon Queen adventure?
Oh,
Ryan?
I started today.
Oh, nice. And you're running it for your private friends, right? Your close friends.
Yeah.
Cool. That's very good.
Yeah, they're friends in Discord that I've met them.
Okay. Did you purchase the module in Roll20 to do that?
Yeah, we got the module.
Nice.
And you're starting the first part, right? The level 1.
Yep. So they were all level 1. I can tell you about it. So they one of my players was a little late, so I ended up running the first encounter with only 3 people, only 3 players. So it was pretty tough for them because they had to fight 8 kobolds as 3 players, level 1,
Oh yeah.
and this is their first encounter ever on D&D. So I played the kobolds pretty stupid, you know, because I didn't want to kill my player. There's a lot of cool things I could have done, like preparing actions and stuff like that. That probably would have killed them all, but I ended up not doing that because I didn't want to kill them all. So they ended up doing pretty well. They got rid of the kobolds. They saved a family. I don't know if you're familiar with the
Yeah,
Dragon Queen.
I ran the whole first part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on Roll20 before there was a module, so I had to do it from scratch.
Oh yeah. You know, the module's not that amazing. To be honest, they don't even have they don't really have maps for the encounters in the first area.
Oh wow. Yeah, I guess you're expected to use your own or theater of the mind.
So yeah, they give like a nice little a nice looking map that's kind of blank, so you can just kind of draw and do whatever you want with it. So like you know how there's like the tunnel scene where the rats and stuff like that. I ended up just making squares, just squares on a blank piece of paper basically, and having all the players line up for that part. But anyway, back to the first encounter. Yeah, so they do give like some areas. I bet Storm King's Thunder also gives like random encounter areas. Because I think the one that we keep using is the random encounter area, I believe. I would assume.
With all the hills.
Yeah.
I found that and put that in, but yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, cool. You should send it over. I give me everything you can, because I'll just use it on mine too. I can give you what I got too. So, yeah. So there's like this random town map. So for a random town encounter. So I used that map for the first encounter. So it wasn't a complete loss when looking at it. So yeah, I used I basically put like the 5 different people, the girl who's trying to like protect her family, the lady, and children and the guy are running away. And she was like, defending them. So yeah, they did pretty well. They killed them all. They took care of them. They saved the lady. They ended up talking to her, which took them over to the keep. They snuck past a couple of encounters they could have had against some of the cultists and kobolds, and they even pretended to be mercenaries, and they did well on a couple of charisma checks and stuff like that. They ended up coming into the keep. They ended up talking to the main governor, and he was like, please help us, we need to check on the tunnel that we have never used, basically. Go down there and see if it's okay for us. We're gonna take to the walls to protect from the dragon, So they all ended up going to the tunnels. They fought a bunch of rats. Then they got to the lock at the end. So they broke the lock. Which,
oh, that's right. I do remember all this now. Yeah.
Yeah, they broke the lock at the tunnel. Which, because they broke it and they didn't use the key, they had to, or it startled a bunch of like what do you call them? What do you call them?
Swarm?
Rat swarms?
No.
That's what I remember there.
No, they fought the rat swarms. There's a word I'm looking for. Scouts. They found a bunch of scouts outside, which was like 6 kobolds and 2 cultists. They ended up fighting the cultists and the kobolds, but they were really low from the rat swarm that they just fought.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually ended up all going down. I didn't expect that. So I brought in a
TPK, but not a TPK.
They ended up all falling unconscious, but they didn't die. I ended up bringing in yeah, it's pretty bad. An acolyte who I had them res everybody by using mass heal word.
Wow, some powerful acolyte.
Yeah, he's the top acolyte in the whole area. He's
The town acolyte.
He's just visiting.
Yeah.
Well, the way I played it off is he thought that they dropped a bag, so he was coming in to give them their bag, and then he saw them all and they're all on the ground, so he ended up rezzing them. That's how I played it off.
Nice.
And then I also made it so the cultists that they killed in the very beginning in that encounter, their bag dropped, and I made them roll perception checks, and they noticed that a couple potions fell on the ground. So I had them pick up those potions mid-battle.
So just giving them a bunch of fucking potions and
yeah, I just gave them a bunch
healing
of
them
potions
because they're doing so bad.
as they're doing. They're like they're starting out. This is their first encounter. So like the bard hardly did anything. He didn't know what he was doing.
He gave
These
a
are all
couple
new players to D&D?
extremely new. Yeah, first game ever.
Oh wow, Susan's not part of it?
No, I've had
No.
work. They could only do it early in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So. Yeah,
Yeah,
they've never
that's
played D&D before, so I was going easy on them. You know, I don't want them all dying in the first session.
Which
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait,
And it's-
well, they ended up going unconscious. Because the kobolds, I didn't read this until like the very the beginning of the session and all the fights. Kobolds, they get like advantage if they're standing next to one of their kobold allies.
That's right. Pack
Yeah.
tactics.
Yeah, so like when they're slinging, when they're throwing their rocks, they have advantage on all those rock throws that they're using.
Mm-hmm.
So then,
So they're like
We're
they're
wrecking
hitting these
'em.
guys so hard. They have low HP, but they're like glass cannons. There's so many of them.
Right.
During these
Yeah.
encounters that they're just destroying them. I'm like, oh crap, everyone's dying. What's going on? And I didn't feel like fudging the numbers because I was like, oh, I want these guys to feel like they're doing something, you know. So I ended up I just kept bringing people in because I feel like that makes more sense and it's less fudging.
townspeople, I guess.
Yeah, I
to
just
help.
kept bringing townspeople in and to help them.
That's cool.
Um.
Well,
So
they'll learn
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it's-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, and I think it's hard too, as like a DM, to know what is going to be like the right amount of challenging. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
hard to.
I just ran it by the book because it said 4 players. And this is how many have to fight.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think I might downplay it the next game. Well, I made them level 2 after that session. So that's basically what they did. They fought those people at the outside of the gate, or outside of the tunnel, and they're gonna go back inside and get heals, obviously, because they're pretty low, from the acolytes inside the keep, and they're gonna talk to the governor and say that the tunnel has been taken care of, and they can now walk freely through the tunnel. So I'm gonna just keep playing it by the book, because now that every time they go out the tunnel, there's a chance that they're gonna meet another scouting group that's over there, and they could see them. And if they see them, they might ambush them the next time they come out and all that stuff. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just do whatever the book says, yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, that
that'll-
first part's really hard. in my
oh
opinion.
yeah, it's really hard. It's ridiculously hard when I was reading it. I'm like, wait a second, they're fighting like
Really?
eight kobolds as like level 1 characters.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
You don't gotta run it by the book because that was written at a time when D&D like 5th edition had just come out, so I don't think they fully understood all the balance in the game either yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my
Yeah, I
favorite
might-
part
I
of
might
that
tone
is
it down
when
a little.
my favorite part of that I think is chapter 2 or 3 when they
Mhm.
go to the bandit camp. I don't know if you've read ahead that far.
I've read a little bit.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
shit that my party did, which was composed of my wife and a lot of my best friends, including
Mhm.
Eric, and it was funny. They called themselves the Uber Tubers after that because they used all the potatoes and poisoned the entire bandit camp.
They poisoned him? That's
My wife's
hilarious.
laughing right now because she's remembering.
Uber
That's
tubers.
good
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
Well, that's really thinking outside the box. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we gotta start doing shit like that.
Yeah, we gotta start poisoning our enemies.
Poisoning the
Of course.
giants.
We got a poisoner's kit. Let's use it.
You don't know
Even
how
though
to touch that.
even though I don't know how to use it. I mean, it's whatever.
All right, guys. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to get some quality time in with Ingrid here.
Yeah.
And she looks over at me. But thank you again for
Good
running,
night.
Eric. And
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, everyone.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
great.
see you in a few days and try to get Kevin up and running.
Perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool.
All right. Good
Later
night.
all.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.